Why don't I just create a marker for myself in case this whole part of the stream mysteriously disappears, and tracks that came up during my little practice thing, just for the record, were Ocean Day from Xenoblade X, Prologue from Shadow of the Colossus, A Small Journey from Untitled 2, Person Who Brings Sand from E7, and Introduction from Mirror's Edge, which is the one that made me want to do this anyway. Because apparently Solar Fields doesn't like their stuff to be shared or something, I don't know, or maybe just like the copyright robots and they themselves, the actual artists, don't care, which I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt and make that assumption, but I don't know. You never really know, but I'm gonna reshuffle my own local playlist, which I shall go back to now. And there we go. And take this off for a bit, because I guess I'm gonna listen to this playlist now. I actually have no idea if there's a whole bunch of stuff from here that would present a problem, because I guess another thing that I've noticed that the YouTube, at least, I don't know about on Twitch actually, but the YouTube copyright robots seem to be very trigger happy with like Jet Set Radio stuff, but only the stuff that isn't by Naganuma, which is weird. But let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah. Capture first one. Is this the one that has, yeah. I will go ahead and make another window visible. Let's see if I can go ahead and, I'll do a couple of things here. I'll try to make a window visible. I'll do this and do that, and I will click that button, which, yeah, does make it visible. There is GeoGuessr, which I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of that. Just bit of a quick run through the daily challenge, I guess, which should be open, just to say that I did it. Usually kind of reticent to do this if it's like started the stream late, because then my cheap ass can't actually do anything else if I start the stream at an earlier time the following day and I want to do it, but whatever. I can, well, if I just do the daily challenge, that should be one thing. And I should be able to do one more thing later, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the daily challenge, that's the thing. But yeah, this will be the same thing that I've been saying for the past 30 seconds, except one more time, the daily challenge, which is just it plays in 5 random locations in the world, and we're gonna have 3 minutes. I'm gonna have 3 minutes to figure out where we are while we listen to Chorokyu music. Salao Paroquial. I get the feeling that we're in Brazil, but it will also be like a poor part of Portugal or something, I don't know. I do get the feeling that we're in Brazil though, what the fuck. Okay, we just warped in time, I think. Nothing's up. And this does present a little bit more of a problem, since Brazil is kind of big, so I can just like click on random locations there. And be okay, what the fuck. Yeah, we're like jumping forward and backward in time as we move from one location to another. We go across the street, then it's a different business, this same building. Confessois? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I know what that word means, but okay, come on. I could probably use some signage. Miss something to try to figure out where I am exactly. I am bad at this game because I don't like just hurry up to look for those things. Erwin Williams, yeah, well, Burr, so we're definitely there in Brazil. But where in Brazil? I could really use some signs. I guess we're moving north right now, not that that tells me much at this point. No, that's just like ad for a buffet, which doesn't even tell me where we are. That's not helpful. Stelo Branco, Alfa Cadena, something Fernandez. So we got like these street signs, and this is an avenue, so that tells me that. Doesn't tell me a whole lot. I somehow doubt that this is anywhere near the capital or anything like that. Any kind of big city. Let's see. I thought I saw a sign. Will this tell me something at least? We'll also buy another time. Erval Grande. Okay, let's look for these things. At least they use the correct scale in Brazil. It's put something in the middle for now, but I guess we can look near Basil. What do we got? Or near Brasilia, I mean, which is the capital. Golan, Erval Grande, Goyoen. Goiania? Could Goyoen have anything to do with Goiania, which I think is what I see here? Which one is this, by the way? I think this is Riders of the Light, right? Yeah. When it comes to Bayonetta, I usually have trouble distinguishing between Riders of the Light and, let's say, the Climax. I'm gonna put it here, because I don't think I'm gonna find more precisely these places. Chapeko. I don't know what that means. Bairro something? For some reason Bairro is blurred out. São Luís, even though that's Goyoen. I think this is like a neighborhood. Oh, it was a little bit farther south. And okay, there's Chapeko. So if we had really locked out, we could have found Chapeko in between all these things. Erval Grande is over here, so yeah, that's even harder to see. And I got even less than half of the available points for that round. That really kind of sucks. But what about the other thing? It was like Erval Grande, Chapeko, and it was like another thing which made me click up here. Now, so there's like a big city or whatever it is up here, which... Christ. This thing, Goyanesia, I think there was something similar to that on the sign, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find it just by eyeballing here. And around... Well, what is this place anyway? It's apparently called Salventim. And apparently even a place like this is gonna have like a sign on the road, I guess, just for the same road that was a highway, but it was like called something else locally. It's, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird to me, at least, but of course I'm not excited. Oh, this is a place that was on the sign, Goyoen. So yeah, it's even smaller than Erval Grande, so not a very helpful set of names to look for, just Chapeko, I guess. But maybe been found. Big maybe. Yeah, I guess if we zoomed in that much, then it would have been visible, but still a pretty tall order. Oh well. Okay, I actually recognize this as Opuna and not Chronocross now, right? Yeah, it is. Fuck for that, because every time this song came up before, I was like, oh boy. Europe, question mark? But yeah, every time this song came up before, I thought it was Chrono Cross for some reason, because guess what? Chrono Cross is yet another game that apparently everyone but me has played. And I probably will want to play that on the stream at some point. But Konya and Karaman. Okay, I don't know if we're in Europe or like in Africa, maybe. Honestly, I have no idea, like, how many places could look like this road-wise, but I don't know, based on all of the little things that were jutting out of the S on that sign, we're driving on the right. Based on that little detail of the script, I would like to assume Europe, but I don't know. I guess there's probably a fair few places in Europe that would maybe look like this, I don't know. I really have to bite my tongue when I say that, because it looks super flat. Is Europe usually this flat and like, I don't know, light brown sepia? I mean, how many parts of the world are like that? Let's go back. I don't think this direction. What about this? There's another sign here, I thought. Yeah. It says yeah. Okay, well, this is what we have. I don't know what to make of it. Gunei Agaslandirmag Zurgani. I have no idea what language that is, unfortunately. Well, there's more stuff over here. Let's at least take a look, I guess. Isinerbeledias.com. That also does not help. Ooh. Oh, is that Turkey? I think I saw it. I think I saw the Turkey flag. So I guess that could be the answer to my question. Yeah, Turkey's one of those things that never manages to stay in my... I'm just gonna assume that it's Turkey. Never manages to stay in my radar. Doesn't manage to stick in my sphere of... I guess. Is there any of these? I guess D715. Maybe we can find a road. D21... O21? I can't tell if that's an O or a D. That's an E. E roads. Maybe that's Turkey even, heading to the Middle East. I don't fucking know. Okay, looking for the road would not help. Guess we're just gonna... Well, it was Turkey, and apparently it was down here. Karaman. Oh, I guess Karaman, we probably could have found that. I thought I was being clever by trying to look for roads, but apparently you really have to zoom in to look at the D road numbers for some reason. Only the other ones are marked until you zoom in this much. And apparently we were here between Advul, Kuzuku, Kasim, Karabekir, and yeah, a few of these places. Oh, well, at least I got the country right. Maybe I should have just done that instead, like do, oh no, I don't think that would have necessarily ended that well. Because I don't think that I can play that fucking country streak very efficiently, because like I said, I have a cheapskate account, which means that I can't play more than one non-daily challenge. I think we're in... Where are we actually? We're probably in Japan, but I'm not seeing a single non-complicated character yet, so we might be in China. Let's see. Yeah, we might be in China, because I'm only seeing the big characters. Not a single kana yet, so if... Yeah, I get a feeling we're in China, which, again, big country. Not terribly helpful. I wonder. Let's see, it says 9. I get the feeling that's not gonna help me as far as trying to look for a road, but... I mean, I guess I'm gonna take a look. If I zoom in, will it actually tell me, like, the road names? Yeah, and I don't see any of these roads being called just 9. So I don't know what to think here. I mean, there's probably another sign over here. Okay, 9179 might be more... a more... believable thing. Maybe this isn't China, maybe it's Taiwan. Also, yes, you can quote me on that. Yeah, I think it might be Taiwan, let's see. I see that I got like smaller numbers on the roads here, so I think it is here. Okay, I think I see 9. I guess I'll just put a thing down here for starters. I'm wondering where this could be though. Because I don't think there's anything else here that I can actually understand that could help me. I guess we're somewhere along 9. Wonder how... Well, it's kind of a big road. It goes way down here and beyond, so... And... yeah, it goes all the way from down there to... all the way up here, so... Fortunately, I guess I could put it near Taipei. Maybe that's where we are, actually. Maybe that's what some of the signs said. Also, hello, Kadar and Lucifer Rose, if I didn't already say that. Welcome to Namira's Battle Geography. North. Well, I mean, that's one of the characters that's in the Taipei thing, but... I don't know if that's what that... it's trying to signify that specifically. 179, yeah. I guess 179 is just like the kilometer marker or something, but I can't see that on this map, I don't think, so... well, 9 is over here, I guess I can just... I'm about to run out of time, so I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna find out. Or we're gonna find out in another 10 seconds, I guess. Also, return of the... fucking volcano... what is it, Volcano Valley? Volcano Blast? Volcano Valley Act 2, which is another one of these songs that has really... oh, it wasn't even there. It wasn't close to Taipei. And yet this still counts for almost a full score somehow. But where was it though? How was I to guess that maybe. I mean, would probably help if I knew Chinese, but I guess there's this. It's like the only thing that I'm seeing up here that has the same character. That's the second character in Type A, but I'm not seeing that character anywhere else. I don't even know about that sign that said that way north was supposed to signify. But yeah, I mean, I look at the road and the general layout of things here, and I can see how that matches the picture that I saw. I guess I can be satisfied with that. But anyway, yeah. Carry on along, just like before. We got two more. Hamburger, oh boy. What language is this? I don't think it's German. I'm pretty sure it's not German because I would literally just say hamburger. Maybe it's like Norwegian. Yeah, I can probably believe that. Let me take a look up here. And so, like, what do the road numbers look like here? E4, E14, E45. Okay, E45 is here. If I look over here, we got E6. Yeah, okay. It might be Norway. E16, E18. I don't even know where I would have to, like, in which direction I should look for. Oh, here's E14. There we go. Okay, so. Well, Trondheim is okay. Trondheim is that way. And Sundsvall is probably nearby if they're on the same sign. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's say like the distance. Apparently if you turn left you'll go there, but if you turn right you'll go to... Well, what direction am I looking in? I'm looking... I think I'm looking east, so... I'll actually be in this direction. Yes, yeah. Trondheim, Sundsvall. Okay, so I've turned left for Trondheim, Sundsvall. That would make sense, I think. Is Sundsvall somewhere nearby, or is it just like farther down this road in that direction? I hope that I'm reading that correctly. But, Boldness and Retensvin, or however you say that, is maybe down here, if I can... I mean, if they're like specifically on the sign, I would hope that I could at least find those names here without breaking my head. That's going down to 315. Oh wait. Huh. Even crazy, hold on. Because the E14 is over here, but I guess it's no longer the E14 over here, so... I guess if you were to turn left at somewhere and you would end up going down to E14, and you were to turn right at the other direction, you would end up going down to 83. Okay, hold on. The 83 we might actually be on this side. The 83 is like the other road that is visible from there, because 87 is over here, but I don't know. Taking a big guess right now. Okay, 83 is there. I think we might actually be, yeah, like on this side, on the Swedish side, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it over here, hold on. This is E45, not E14. I'm gonna put it here, I guess. This is E14 and this is E80. This is where they converge, so you can't fault me for guessing there. And apparently that is actually much closer, that's like to wherever that was. That actually was the right choice. Even, okay, so you go down the E14 and you drive like however many fucking hundreds of kilometers to get to Trondheim. I think that was one of the things that was on the sign. Let me check, actually. Because I want to make sense of this in my head, because I feel like this is the only one that I've actually been able to make sense of in quite a while. Yeah, Trondheim is that way. And Sundsvall is also that way. I don't know how far it is to Sundsvall, but I don't know where Sundsvall is at all. Can't see it from this zoom level. But apparently it's not on the way from what I can see, so... It kinda have to be on the way though, wouldn't it, if you were to reach it by the same road, because it kinda looks like this road ends once you get to Trondheim, pretty much. Or maybe even like before that, yeah, because it's E6 at this point. Oh god, well, I don't know anymore. You know what, fuck it, I'm determined to find this out now. Sundsvall, where's that? Is... where? Oh, it's in the... Hold on, where is that actually? It's in the opposite direction. It's literally in the... Okay, it's right there. It's literally in the opposite direction, so what gives? And yet... If you want to go down to... Okay, so... Fuck, hold on, no. You're here. You're here, and you're gonna... If you turn left, you're gonna go to Trondheim, but apparently you're also gonna go to Sundsvall, even though it's in the opposite direction. I don't know. Questions about that. What about the rest of these roads? 83 is... Okay, yeah, 83 is there, that's why I put that. Put it there. And 315. I do not know where 315 is. I feel like... That's yet another thing that's gonna continue to be a mystery, because it seems like all the numbers down here are like even under 100, so... I think this might just be time for me to give up. I don't know. Road numbers in the peninsula here are confusing. Let's just go back here and go to the final round. Because it's kind of apt that the fucking Snowboard Kids song started up while I was walking around that part of the world. But anyway, final round for the daily challenge, which will probably be basically it for stuff before I start the game, methinks. I don't think I've seen any discernible writing yet, so that's not very helpful. I can apparently go all the way into this person's driveway, which is kind of weird. This house's driveway, I don't know. I'm just gonna go back. Let's say went straight. Yeah, this might just be like something that's written on the fucking board for the basketball, though. How do we go this way? There's like buildings around here, there's gotta be something. Okay. Filosofica facultatem sapienti pedagogica faculta Yeah, it's probably in Europe based on that writing too. We got more stuff. Rudlovska, Underska. It might be Eastern Europe based on the circumflex stuff going over the consonants. Unfortunately, I don't have a super clear idea of exactly which way stuff is written exactly where, so I'm feeling this is gonna be a very, very strong finish. I'm just gonna plop something down there for the time being. Based on the fact that it said H at the end of one of those names there, I want to say probably more on the eastern side. Yeah, because I don't think I'm seeing Cyrillic, like actual Cyrillic, but it feels very similar to Cyrillic, whatever this language is, since probably is as far as pronunciation. Or, I mean Russian, or Ukrainian. Or, you know, languages that actually use Cyrillic, but that's a lie. And once again, I feel like the soundtrack is kind of weirdly appropriate for that revelation. This is Perfect Dark, I don't remember which track. I mean, it's been visible on stream, but I haven't looked yet. It's probably Espionage, or... Yeah, it's gotta be Espionage, because the ones that I added in recently are just Espionage and Stealth, Chicago Stealth, which... I don't think it's Greek, no. I guess it's gonna be whatever. Okay, it was Slovakia, apparently. And yeah, Chicago Stealth is kind of different. It's one that I actually ended up mistaking for Deus Ex Battery Park Ambient a lot. Well, apparently it was... Oh, what is this place again? Sasova. Apparently Sasova was the city. Or is it like... maybe Banska Bystrica is the city, and Sasova and Rudlova are like districts in the city or something. And apparently we were here. And yeah, we did see these the street names, but obviously I wasn't able to tell recognize the names themselves. Wasn't really able to get more specific than that, or recognize the language. I guess I should probably work on that, maybe a little bit, but... like, I'm already trying very hard to learn VGM as like a trivia type thing, so... I guess learning a language would probably be more practical, though. Well, maybe I can figure something out, but yeah. I'm once again mildly surprised that we got that high of a score. I mean, see, this is kind of bizarre, because I think that's like twice in a row that... well, not different things. Hold on, let me look at the summary, and this will help me better illustrate what I mean, yeah. That was actually a pretty good game. Almost broke 20k, well, as far as my own performance that is, because... well, this one I basically figured out, and I did get a fluke at the end, but I think it was still good enough, but... kind of weird, kind of unfortunate that for all of the other ones here, I almost got the right country in all of them. I did get, obviously got the Sweden-Norway road one. And I did get the Taiwan one. I was able to find that in time. And Turkey, I did know the country. I figured out the country right at the end. But seeing this one, this is why I don't like having to guess things where I just figure out that they're in a country, but they're a very large country, like Russia's the bane of a lot of people because of this, but... in this game, that is. But here I didn't even get the country right, I was 2 countries away, and where was I exactly? Was I in Romania? Or, yeah, it was in Romania, not in Serbia. And I still managed to get like 4,000, and yet here, I think this was like the first or second one. I knew that it was in Brazil, but because Brazil is fucking huge, I wasn't able to get more than like, not even 2,000 on this one, I don't think. So I wasn't able to figure out where Chapecó was. Oh well. And, well, I guess I technically did click on that, but I was just trying to navigate away from that. Come on. But yeah, I guess I'm willing to call this a victory as far as things usually go for me in these games. Alright. I'll just show the high score, even though it literally doesn't matter at this point. And, oh, look at that, there's 2 people who played a perfect game in that. And, yeah, I guess there's a lot of people who actually play this regularly and get the big scores. To a point that you'd probably have to go down quite a considerable margin before you even get to below 20k, but anyway. Oh, I didn't actually want to show more. I guess I can, yeah. I have to go down below 50, probably below 100 if I had to guess. To go below 20k, but anyhow, yeah. Wasn't that nice? I guess I can do a little bit more just to have a little bit more VGM time. This is Chrono Cross, by the way. It's like, I think... I guess I kind of phrase that or try to, yeah, phrase it as a question, because, like I said, Chrono Cross is one of those things that... yeah, Dreams of the Shore near another world. But I guess I barely know at this point, and the reason I barely know it, instead of just not know it at all to begin with, is because I've been practicing that a little bit. But I guess it's one of the things that a lot of people that aren't me know quite well. I'll do one thing of GeoGuessr for free. I'll have to actually adjust the settings though. It'll let me, it won't let me. Well, I'm gonna have to set up the timer by myself again, I guess. And this is basically the crappy version. I'll set an even lower time limit than usual, actually. I'll set it to 2 minutes. Goodness, excuse me. 2 minutes. Okay, so we can't even turn around or move, so this is a great start. You see what I mean? Well, we're driving on the right side of the road and there's like yellow lines on the road, so it might be in Latin America. That's about all I got. I don't know which part of Latin America would look like this. Exactly. There's a lot that would look like this. That's one way that I can put it, but there's really a lot that would look. I think I'm gonna, yeah, probably do a speedrun of a bunch of these, because I don't think that I'm gonna be able to do much better than this. Is Guilty Gear XX, right, Bridget? Yeah, it is. I don't remember if I have another theme from Guilty Gear that I was practicing on here, which is like the XR version of May's theme, which for some reason is completely different from the XX version of May's theme. And if I had to guess, it's probably also gonna turn out to be also completely different from the, like, I guess May would have themes in the games before that, since I think she was in the first game. Guilty Gear, series that I tried out, but it's just, for the most part, led me to remember why I don't like to play fighting games, but anyway. But that's my own incompetence. I have no idea where this could be. It could be anywhere between, like, here and here, as far as I'm aware, so... I get about 19 seconds to choose something based on my own restrictions, so let's just go for... Chile, let's say Chile. I don't know what makes me say that, but it's like a desert around somewhere in Chile, right? Hope 3 seconds, boom. It wasn't even in Latin America. I'm good at this game. Where was that exactly? It was... I guess above Regina in Canada, it was Road 6. I guess I should have picked somewhere at least a little bit more north, but yeah, there you go. At least I got the right continent, it's in America. It's called Road 6, okay. Yeah, Ferry Hill Trail, well, I'm sure someone had one with that anyway, let's just move right along. 2 minutes to figure out where this is. At least we can kind of do a 360 view, but we can't move. Yeah, I get the feeling that this is no longer in the continent of America. Feeling that this might be in Europe again. Feeling this might even be in Russia or somewhere. There's a few things here and there that at least suggest that to me, but again, I'm basically making a... I mean, honestly, if it weren't for the snow, I could buy this being somewhere in Latin America, but not exactly known for snowing there, unfortunately. I'm gonna guess, yeah, Eastern Bloc again somewhere. Heck, I know where. I mean, the last place that I clicked for that wasn't even like on this latitude, it was here in like the border between Hungary, Romania and Serbia. And I think I'm gonna just go ahead and guess, I'm gonna put it here this time, but also I'm gonna go ahead and guess basically a minute early, but not, it was in Russia. It was actually in Russia. Should have been more, is it proper to say assertive in this context? Probably not. A bit more, I guess I should have stuck to my initial hunch of this might be Russia a bit more, but it turns out that it is Russia, and it's even like the western part of Russia, the part that has people in it, but I don't know. Could just as easily been like the other places like that in my head. Which, I mean, when this is literally the only thing that you have, oh boy, Cafe Nero. Oh yeah, I need to start the timer, not that it matters, just like to stop myself from actually spending too much time on it, mostly. Thanks, Mappy Larry. See, this could be, let me see, double reach. Okay, yeah, this isn't actually Italian, it's just like snobby put on, I guess. Well, they got these things, so this might be like London or something, with freaking red, bright red mailboxes. I don't know if they have it in other places, they probably do, but... Let's see, by any chance... No, they don't have any words in this sign that would be spelled differently depending on the continent. Well, it says eyes, whatever the fuck this shop is, it says ice in the end with a Z said, so... I would say maybe it's not the UK, but maybe that's just like how the shop, whatever it is spelled everywhere, so it doesn't actually make a difference where it is. I only could tell what it says on the bottom here, but no, I can't. And, you know, once again I'm trapped here, so this is all I got. Well, I managed to lose more time this time, so I guess I'm just gonna go for that. I mean, I guess the best intimation that I have where we might be is the friggin' mailbox here. And the fact that I guess this dude is maybe cycling on the left side of the road? Question mark, and I think that's a car actually that's right next to him, so I guess that could be, that's like really hard to see, but I think it's there. I guess that would also support my hypothesis. I'm gonna say London, I guess. I mean, what other cities could look like this? Probably a good handful, but oh, 3 seconds. I'm just gonna boom. It was London, but it was actually a lot closer to the center of London. There we go. Can't believe that I managed to figure that out, and it was apparently in A4 Piccadilly, wouldn't you know it, which is like very downtown. Where's Piccadilly Circus exactly, actually? I swear I should know this. I've been to this place multiple times, but I always forget where Piccadilly Circus actually is. On this side of the river? Is it on that side of the river? It's, I think it's kind of close to a couple of important places like the National Gallery. And I could say Nelson's Column, but I'm pretty sure that's a bit redundant since I think that's literally right across from the National Gallery, so... What is that? Why am I so bad at geography where even when I'm looking at everything I can't tell where things are? I mean, I saw the British Museum. Apparently temporarily closed. I don't know if that's like current or if it's leftover from something else, but... Oh, it's literally right there. It's like, I don't even have to zoom out, it's literally right there. I'm good at things, and... well... I don't know, it says Piccadilly Circus, like the subway station, but... I guess this has to be it, it can't be anything else, and... Well, there's one way to find out, that should be pretty easy. Is that where the... What's it called? There's a restaurant that's right over there, like right in front of the main thing. I'm gesturing with my hand, you can't see it at all, but... I swear it makes sense. Okay, speaking of electric guitar stuff that I can't easily identify. What is this again? Is this Phantasma? It is Phantasma, yeah. And another fucking fighting game that's basically the same as... Well, it's not... It's probably not fair of me to say that it's basically the same as Guilty Gear, but... I actually got the PC version of Phantasma from like Humble Monthly thing, and I tried that out. I tried out like the story mode, and just was just like reading stuff for an hour, and it didn't even let me fight anything, so I found that kind of weird. And then there's also like the PC version of Calamity Trigger, which is like it's cheap as hell, which is weird, but it also doesn't like work right half the time. It's got like a stunted frame rate. It's bizarre, but anyway, I was also looking at the very thing that I was looking for the whole time, the Granaio. I guess it's just called Granaio, but I find it kind of curious that they have it just like that in this label. I guess I'm gonna look at it. I do want to look at this in the actual Google Maps page, actually. It will even let me access that, maybe? It won't. I guess because that technically wasn't even Google Maps. Oh well, but I guess I can just talk about the thing that I meant without doing that, but the reason that I find that curious is because this, I'm pretty sure this, I guess, venue, building, local, whatever you want to call it, I'm pretty sure historically, or at least for a little while, historically speaking, is also known as the Criterion Bar or Criterion Restaurant, and it's famous among certain circles because this is where, in the Sherlock Holmes stories, this is like where Watson came when he first came back to London from the war. And that's where he got recommended to, by one of his friends to have Sherlock Holmes as his roommate, basically. But where they actually met was St. Bartholomew's Hospital, which I have even less of an idea of where that is. I think it's like closer to Buckingham Palace, which I also don't exactly remember where that is, so I'm just gonna have to go ahead and stop this tirade now. Anyway, we're on round 4 or 5. And yeah. Okay, this is yeah. I don't think I even have to say anything about this. I'm kind of confused by how the edges of the picture are presented, though. Like, is this how you would usually see it? Is it like some kind of weird cropping? I thought, at first I thought maybe this was like the roof of a car or something that the picture was being taken from within, but I suppose that's not the case. There's like some weird distortion going on here instead. And maybe the distortion is like to undo another type of distortion to that was like native to however the picture was initially taken. With one of those weird fisheye lenses or what have you. But yeah, you get a bunch of houses, a bunch of hovels on this side. Probably built on like a hillside, so again I want to say this is probably Latin America, because that's not exactly an uncommon sight over there. Over here, if you will, but no idea where. I guess maybe, well, once again well, not quite a minute left on the clock, but I'm picking this with a little bit preemptively. Let's see what's called. It was not Colombia, it was actually Chile this time. I'm good at this game. It was even close to where I picked the first time, which was in Canada. That's should give you an idea of how good I am at this. And, well, it's not really how good I am at this in this case, I would like to argue. It's also how good you could expect to be with the complete and utter lack of, oh, whoops. Complete and utter lack of information that you get in this mode. I'll just go ahead and end it. Oh, I clicked the start the timer prematurely, but that's okay. It looks like 5 seconds. Okay, turn like a trail now. And this could be very many places once again. Let's click on the arrows and see where this takes me. I guess I can go to the top of the mountain maybe. The hill. Would you be more inclined to call this mountain or a hill? Fine, did you see what I did there? Anyway. There's multiple people climbing this. I don't know if that person ahead of us had pants on or not. Kinda strange. I think they do, but I guess we can't actually move. Oh. Yep. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Like, where did the arrows go? Let's follow down this path, because I guess at least we can move here, but of course it's like not close to any roads or anything, so I don't know how I don't think we're gonna get to the top of anything, which is just like a trail that runs along the edge of the wherever it is. People are all just traveling as a group. I don't see terribly many more of them here, so well, maybe I do. I don't know. It's really hard to see. It's in the distance, but yeah, I think there's more people over there. So I guess it's maybe like some kind of tour group, hiking group, hanging out wherever this is. Which, yep, no idea. Could be many places. Could, once again, be Latin America, is something that I could say, but could also be a good chunk of places elsewhere in the world, I'm sure. Can I go back to the beginning and maybe go in the other direction? Yeah. How do we do that? What if we, like, try to descend now? I don't think that'll help. Oh, I'm about to run out of time, as per my own restriction, by the way. An idea. I guess it wouldn't be unreasonable for me to expect some kind of signage along some kind of a hiking trail like this, but not seeing anything. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, since I'm like 10 seconds out of time by my own restriction now. I'm gonna put it here, because for all I know it might be over here. That's like the only other place in the world that comes to mind, but it was in the opposite direction, of course it was. I earned 15 points though, but it was in Ukraine, close to the border with Romania. Apparently it's a place called Hoveria. And this is the Zakarpata Oblast. I guess this must be the trail that these people are in. which is not something I would have thought of, this specific region of the world, evidently. But there you go. There's something else that I feel like I need to do. I need to maybe get my brain to do it. What I want to do is look this up, because it looks like, you know, like I said, I'm guessing that this is some kind of hiking trail, but I guess I can at least look into it very briefly. Zakarpattia Oblast. What is that? Will I get results in... It's an administrative oblast located in southwestern Ukraine. What's an oblast? Province, okay. So terminus with the historical region of Carpathian Ruthenia. Its administrative center is the city of Ulu. Okay, well, hold on. Nothing. Nothing. How about now? Hiking trails in Zakarpatsk, Wikilog. What's Wikilog? Is that like a wiki for hiking trails? Yeah, apparently. Snow of Marmaros. Athens around Hoveria. Hoveria, yeah, that's it. I guess that's, yeah. Let's try to look for that specifically. Does that show up in this? Yeah, Hoveria. What do they say about that? Hoveria Preserve in the slopes. What is that? Irish rivers. Yada yada yada. High altitude lake. The lake is located in this preserve. Elevation, LC level. Hoveria, part of the Chornohora? I don't know. Mountain range. Which might have been part of that, I guess. The highest point of the oblast. What happens if we click on Hoveria here? Because it looks like, I guess, people also hike there when there's snow around. I wish I could do that, but... Goodness. It's awful weather, very strong wind, and bad visibility. But it's about the experience, right? It builds character, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't think I've ever been in, like, an actual big hiking trail like this. At least not, you know, I probably have, just in, like, not very famous places. And what about this one? What does this one say? A 3-day trek across some of the nicest and highest Ukrainian mountains. 10 needed water sources available on the way. I wonder what the water sources on the way would be like. Anyway. Who knows, maybe one day I'll actually get to find this out for myself, but that was... that went about as well as you'd expect with that setup. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, look at these, this big... what are they even looking for, I guess, just this big connect the dots puzzle that we're building on the world map. I mean, we actually managed to get the one that was in London, but that was also pretty much a fluke, because it could have been just as easily any other city in this whole area, I think. Oh well. You can also get the game breakdown, not that it matters. We got, yep, 31 points, 15 points. We somehow got 470 points for round 4, which was what? I think it was that one, right? Yeah. Isn't it funny how... Still kind of baffled by the fact that the first one I picked was right there, and yet it was over here. And yet the one that was actually right there was one I picked over here. And that'll teach me. Anyway. I think that's gonna be it for GeoGuessr for today. Hold on. I have 2 windows that are set to capture for some reason, and I'm also like fucking around with my background pictures because I don't know what to click on OBS. I think it's time for me to actually start up Diablo 2 and play at least a little bit of that. Hey, this is Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Another series of soundtracks that are coming up in practice in other, well, whenever joint practice happens. And man, I really do need to do some freaking crash practice by myself, which I used to do for like at least a couple of weeks ago. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Maybe, I don't think it was much longer than that, it just feels longer because I used to basically really do cram sessions with like trying to learn new stuff from the playlist, but I pretty much slowed down recently. But what am I doing? I'm clicking on stuff on the folder, and I'm navigating to places that aren't actually relevant to what I want to open up here. That's what I want. I think shortcut, yeah, the one that allows me to play window. Yeah, no, that's actually not the one that I want. I want the one that allows me to play full screen because it doesn't actually make a change. Well, let me see. I need to put this window here. I'll put this window there. I will double click this and I will see if that gets captured by OBS, which hopefully it would. Oh yeah, I also need to change my my metadata, or else it would be a big goof if I just stay on GeoGuessr for this. I'm gonna change to Diablo E. Okay. And I'm gonna add this to my description because it's always an opportune thing to have. Oh, hold on. I think the game is, yeah. Game is kind of kidnapping my mouse cursor, which is fine, but I need to do this first. Do this, and do this, and we should be good to go. Sorry for being late, just happened to start streaming while I was installing the Senders mod to my default. In fact, it's still not done because I accidentally extracted it into the wrong folder. Well, funny you should mention that, because that's basically what I was doing for a good chunk of last night and Sunday. I was like, yeah, let's check this out, I guess, and yeah, it turned out to be, well, the first thing that I did was actually misunderstand the install instructions, because what you're supposed to do... Hold on, let me... oh, it's not capturing the right thing, is it? Nope, it's doing this shit again. Hold on. Gonna have to walk around with this now. Hold on. Yes, I can use this time to explain what I mean, but yeah, if you go to the page for that mod, I'm pretty sure one of the things that's written in these instructions is you have to, like, clean out your vanilla saves, and then you have to clean out your vanilla saves, but also you have to have at least one vanilla save in existence in your, I guess, Dark Souls 3 memory file in order for the mod to work. But what I ended up understanding that as, or reading that as, was that it was asking me to not only have a vanilla save, but also create a vanilla save preemptively and play from that once the mod was installed, but that's not what they meant at all. What they meant was, yeah, want Diablo 1 or Diablo 2, please. Actually, hold on a moment, let me try something different. Let me try to do game capture and try to get it to detect this window. I get the feeling that I tried this before and it didn't work, and yeah, it's still not working. Oh well, what a shame. Guess I'll have to do it this way. Oh god, how do I go back to what I was talking about without making it really confusing? I don't think I can. Let me see if I can phrase this in a non-confusing fashion. Basically, I thought that the... yeah, okay. Okay, so do this. Keep it exactly as is, and then Diablo 2 exe full screen, see if that works. Did it work? I can't tell, the fucking folder is blocking the... No, it didn't work for some reason. I want to play full screen, goddammit. Like I do every time that I play this game, but for some reason it doesn't want to work right now. What if I just... yeah, those important private files. I can't believe that I'm gonna be doxxed because people can't see my D2 ling, D2 debug 1, music.imp, and all this stuff that clearly identifies me and gives you all my social information. Anyway. Fuck, how did I do this before? I feel like I did it exactly like... hold on. Let me try this. I'm gonna go back into the game, I'm going to close it again, I'm going to do this. So I think I pretty much had it backwards, okay, so... yeah, I need this to... that's not the game exe Diablo 2, that's the fucking folder. Yeah, window title must match. And the window title does not in fact match, so I don't know why it says that. No. Explored it. Okay, what the fuck? Now it's giving me the information markers. Okay, so it's visible now. I'm gonna turn it off like this. It's windowed right now. Then I'm going to turn on the full screen version and tab out of it, and also have the fucking folder minimized. And does it work now? Okay, there we fucking go. This is always such a puzzle trying to get it to work again. But hey, now that I have it working, I'm gonna tempt fate by tapping out for one more moment so I can actually go ahead and face out the VVV whatever music. Which seems to be, you know, yet another game that everyone but me has played and knows the music from. I mean, I even have the game. I've had it on Steam apparently for ages, but I've never actually touched it. But yeah, let's go back into the world of Diablo 2. But I guess before I do that, I should probably finish my thought from earlier. So with the Dark Souls 3 Cinders mod, one of the things that's in the instructions for the installation, I'm pretty sure, was like, you have to have at least one vanilla save present, or else it won't work, right? And the way they mean it is like, just create the vanilla save, and then, like, as soon as you get into the actual game, just quit out. And then what you're supposed to do is create a new save, a new character with completely from scratch with the mod. But what I ended up reading it as, because they didn't clarify that completely, they just say like, you have to create a new save and then quit out, and then you can install the mod. That's all they say, right? So what I ended up doing was create that save and then install the mod. And then I went back into that vanilla save, which was a Pyromancer, and as a result I experienced some interesting effects, like there was a permanent fucking, I don't know, firestorm effect going off every 20 seconds or something like that, at no cost to me apparently. And I didn't really do a whole lot with that character before I realized that I goofed and I needed to actually make a new character from scratch, but I get the feeling that that would have probably not let me talk to NPCs, because I'm pretty sure that still would have hurt NPCs, so that's a potential exploit that you can do, I guess. Anyway. How could I unlock Infinite Firestorm with a character in this game? Probably by playing the Sorceress. Which I didn't do for this character. Instead I have the Loath Circlet mask with the Assassin, which is, you know, clearly visible on my character. I wonder how they're gonna make that look on, I guess, the remastered quote-unquote version of this game. I don't even remember if they called it that, but basically the new version of this game that's apparently gonna come out, but it's just like, I guess the same game with better graphics and like updated servers and junk. I haven't really looked that much into it because I figure, you know, I might as well finish this playthrough first, but okay, let me remind myself what I was doing, because once again, it's been an unnecessarily protracted gap of time. I need to look for Gidbin in the Flare jungle, and I don't remember why. And we need to search for Kalim's brain in the Flare dungeon. So I think all that I was doing was, I got to the Flare jungle waypoint. And it took me a while to get here, so I just wanted to, like, I guess have this place unlocked. Oh, that reminds me, I need to, fucking, which of these is my minion power? There it is. This is the one that I've been using, right? Yeah. My machine gun power. And since this does seem to be a considerably more cumbersome area to explore, I guess, not really sure which words are the best to express what I mean, but does seem to be a more involved area to explore, I guess would be a slightly better way to put it. More complex. I didn't know how much longer I was gonna have to go before I found something of note. There are these, you know, these, what are they called? They're called flares. Well, this one's called flare, the other one's called like fetish, right? Nope, they're all called flares, even though they're like... I guess I just remembered that, because I did look into it a little bit more after the stream, where I came into this area for the first time, and I noticed it the first time that I got to this part in the game. I'm pretty sure I just commented on it right away, but... There's even like a comment on the wiki that confirms that the design of these enemies is basically a reference to the Trilogy of Terror segments based on like Richard Matheson stories, where one of them is about an evil doll that looks like that and that comes to life and tries to kill someone with a knife. And that's why some of these enemies have giant kitchen knives, because that's what happens in that part of the movie. And apparently they made a sequel where basically the exact same thing happens. But I never saw that one. I don't think so, at least. Oh. Okay, so I think that's something else that I had kind of observed the first time that I was exploring around this area, but I guess I didn't remember very clearly, is that I guess when the shamans attack, the doll shamans attack, there's actually two enemies in one. There's the shaman itself, which dies first, and then there's another one of these dolls that the shaman is apparently riding on. That has to be killed separately. Yeah, like, there's two enemies there. The guy on top and the guy on the bottom. Oh, hello. I don't know what I guess my minion is just also time running on ahead and having an adventure. Himself. But yeah, I guess pretty much all I guess the main thing that I want to do, I guess the main progression formula? It feels kind of weird saying it like that. Progression, let's say progression plan, progression, I don't know, paradigm. For each area is just try to clear as much of the ground area as possible, and then, well, if I find the dungeons that I need to descend into for a plot quest on the way, then by all means also Red Charm. Also check those out, unidentified. I have full tome of Identify. Yeah, sure, I'll keep that. I mean, probably keep this instead of some of these fire stuff that I have. Or I could just get rid of this and just have the combined effects of the other ones instead. I mean, apparently I say apparently, even though I learned this quite a while ago and I've been putting it into practice, I'm not supposed to go overboard with charms because you don't have room for anything else, and it kind of sucks. I just can't help myself, man. I love the passive effects. It's like in another game that I've been playing recently, Crosscode, which I played on stream. Close to the actual initial full release of that game, because I was one of the people who gave to the crowdfunding campaign for that game. Because it's a good game, and it still is, but they recently came out with a new DLC. Oh, I'm out of mana, goddammit. Hold on, do I have any mana potions here? I guess not, we have to like actually fight with my hands. That's unthinkable. But anyway, they came out with a DLC for Crosscode, which is, as far as I've been able to tell, not too much stuff. Like an extra area and a new dungeon, which I haven't gotten to the dungeon yet, because pretty much was just exploring the new area in that game. And I think I pretty much did all that I could for the first pass of exploring that area, but after that you have to... Oh, did I just level up? I think I did. Well, there we go, that works. After that you have to do like a duel with a character, which is something that happens a lot of times already in the regular story. But since it's a post-game, technically the character scales up to your level in a very noticeable way compared to the other duels. And basically I got my ass kicked a few times and decided, okay, I'm probably a little too tired to keep doing this right now, so I just gotta go ahead and leave that for later, and now here I am. Isn't it a great feeling when you're telling a story and you eventually get to the present time, so you... Oh, there's a well right here. Oh, well, I can use it if I run out of magic again. Double axe, no. You get to the present time, so it's like, yeah, I guess you know the rest of the story, because even I don't know the rest of the story, because it's unfolding before both our eyes. What is this? Resist cold. I don't think I'm getting attacked by anything that uses cold here, though, am I? Doesn't seem that way. some of the other bird enemies that were back there. Just content to live and let live. Walked right past them. Kind of weird, because I do notice too, now that I actually am paying attention, that when you got these two guys riding on top of each other, it takes a second for after you knock the first one down for the other one to like spawn in as its own entity, I guess. Instead of just being present, it is a more instantaneous thing, which is kind of what I would expect, but I guess I get it if I know that it's not. I get why it's not, so that it's can't cheesing too hard, or at least I mostly get it, because I feel like if you're cheesing it to begin with, it's gonna make a big difference whether or not you cheese the second part of that too hard. Alright, I guess that's region of the jungle. Lots of twists here and there. You know, this whole region does seem to have the whole exploring on both sides of the river, which seems like a little bit of padding more than anything. Think about it that way, but well, I guess both sides of the river are large and dense enough with enemies that it makes sense to have it like that. It's not something that I begrudge it. Just take more time to get a better lay of the land and figure out where you're going, though. It's like slightly inconvenient, maybe, potentially, not necessarily even. I'm gonna grab one of these greater mana potions and this. I guess I can keep grabbing these socketables so I can keep on upgrading them. What do we got? Pretty sure I also have like, yeah, don't really have any problems with, well, for the most part, I don't really have problems with staying alive. I have more problems right now with running out of mana than with running out of health. In spite of, that series of unfortunate incidents with the boss of Act 2. I don't think that was the boss of Act 2, right? Like the big bug in the chamber before you go into the place where the big angel dude is changed up. That has to count as the boss, because that's by far the most the cheapest encounter of Act 2. Gotta be something useful in these baskets. Oh, no, one of them is trapped. And that's pretty much the only thing that I have to note about any of them. That's not a great sign. Let's take a look over here, because I honestly don't know, but I guess my instincts are telling me that this is like the main road if I keep going down in this direction, so I feel slightly more... Oh, you're my friend. Slightly more compelled to check out what's over here first. I do have that all side content bug where I do want to... Well, for some games... want to do as much side content as possible. Honestly, I feel like that's something that I was kind of, to a degree, trying to, I don't know, how consciously trying to keep out of streams for the longest time. That's not necessarily a great thing. Like, I feel like I kind of did that when... How many times have I said the word like? Better than that. I feel as though I kind of did that when I played Crosscode on stream, the vanilla game, because I did play that on stream. What do we got? Oh, this is the Flare dungeon, so I guess I have to go here. And, I was talking about earlier on the stream, like at the very beginning. I don't know if anyone was even there to hear it, but... Talking about Final Fantasy X, which is another game that I did technically play on stream. But basically barely remember any of it because I feel like I rushed through most of it and it didn't feel great. Which is why I do want to replay it, but like probably just on my own time, more slowly if I can get my hands on the 10.2 HD version. I feel like I'm at least not necessarily doing that with this game. I'm actually taking my time, not really trying to dash through parts of it or anything. think this is like a branch of this clearing in the middle, which is where stuff is. I should probably try to... oh, trap. Finish exploring stuff in here before I head off in that direction. Oh. Can't tell if I'm like stepping on something to trigger that trap or if it's just being in the vicinity of that thing. Doing a lightning zone on my run of Diablo 2. Been waiting for the crosscode vinyl for 8 months now. That kind of sucks. I'm assuming that you mean waiting for it to like reach you, not waiting for something to come out that you can then buy it. But yeah, the crosscode is yet another game that I want to... I guess unless somebody else does it first, I will almost assuredly be submitting to the chase at some point, because it's got a really good soundtrack. I'm actually kind of wondering if, I guess, a vinyl version would include some of the EX tracks that were added into the base game, because they're technically a part of the base game. But they were added into like post-release updates, not as part of the initial 1.0 release, I don't think. Like, probably my favorite track from that, that could be described in that way, would be the S-Rank Battle. That's a good track. If there was I'm guessing it wouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure that if you look at the EX soundtrack release, that includes not only those things, but also the tracks that are exclusive to the DLC. I guess it would be counted as separate, but I would argue against that being the case. If it wasn't the chase, I would argue that even though the DLC only has like 3 or exclusive tracks, I mean, or something like that, those should be the only ones that would have to be locked behind an expansion. And so I did identify the Flare dungeon, which I guess is where I have to go for some of the plot quests that I have right now, but just exploring even more of the surface area right now, I suppose, just so I can have that. Part of me just wanting to find out if there's another waypoint nearby, or if I'm gonna find one soon, but I probably should have paid attention to, you know, the list of waypoints before, and to get a better idea. A couple of vinyl from Germany sitting in customs for months. That sucks. I think the only issues that I've had like that are kind of freak examples where something gets stuck in the mail for a really long time, and it was before the pandemic even. I think the only stuff that I've had like delivered during the pandemic is either nationally, so there's nationally through courier services other than the fucking national mail that I have here, which really kind of sucks. Or from, I think it's just stuff from Amazon with a more prioritized delivery, so it really cost me any major issues. But I have had some issues, like even outside the context of the pandemic, like I said, but thankfully very few. A couple of them were kind of ridiculous. I remember a few times someone was sending me a postcard, and I guess they sent it entirely through national mail services instead of from 2 countries at that, instead of like any kind of private courier service, and I think it took like 4 or 5 months to arrive, and I'm out of mana. Hold on. Even though it was just a fucking postcard, so that was a fun experience, but I did get it in the end, at least. And that's why I don't trust anything being sent to me through USPS, but... oh, I just realized my friend died. I have to resummon her in just a second, but... I... get rid of these fuckers first. And there we go. Yeah, okay. Shower time. Enjoy your shower, default. Let's see. I did equip the right thing, did I not? I did. You can probably just upgrade the... use like the version of this summon spell that's significantly the stronger version, since I guess it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter which trap the summon uses. It only matters which one I use for, at least for the way that I'm playing right now. Well, that reminds me, I leveled up a while ago and I haven't done anything with the upgrade points. I should probably do something. Let's see. Could upgrade my damage even more. I could upgrade my dexterity even more. I guess that also upgrades my defense, kind of. I should probably do that, actually. Yeah, very, very slightly so, but maybe I need to have high dexterity. I'm an assassin. To upgrade my health, vitality. Like right now, that does need a little bit more work, potentially, to increase my survivability over attack. I feel like I'm doing just fine on attack. And I could also put a point into skill, but what level am I now? 24, so maybe I can buy something new, let's see. Need to be level 30 for these, but you can buy these. No. Yeah, 24. Well, it doesn't say that they're restricted, so I assume that, yeah, they're open now. Let's see. Could put even more points into this, but I kind of want to try these out. Yeah, I need to figure out how they work. Slays, sprays fire at passing enemies, shoots lightning, scores passing enemies. 10 times. This one also shoots 10 times. Fire damage is 12 to 32 with a mana cost of 20. Guess I can try this one out first. That was Wake of Fire, right? Or Wake of Inferno? I think it was Wake of Inferno. This shows you how good my freaking, yeah, memory is. Okay, so to try it out, looks like that. And I guess it's just like... it just sprays fire, but honestly it's not gonna do anything right now. Let's go find some monsters and... there you go. Yeah, somehow it doesn't seem to be very effective compared to my usual fare. You could just like put it down just to have a little extra... oh, whoops. A little extra firepower on the field. Oh, shit. But I feel, yeah, that it would only complement the stuff that I was using before, not replace it or anything like that. There was another level of traps after that, right? Yeah, well, there's this Death Sentry. Shoots lightning at enemies or explodes nearby corpses, and it... the lightning damage seems like it has more potential, but also it seems kind of situational if you want to like explode the corpses. I wonder if the exploding corpses go to hurt you. Boy, have I reached a dead end or something like that? Have that actually probably be interpreted by me? No, I haven't. That's good news, because that would mean that I could backtrack and be satisfied with my exploration of this region, but no. I'm gonna backtrack regardless, because I want to see the other side of the river that I haven't been looking at. Crude Horned Helm. Might as well just take a look at it, just take a look. It's 33 defense. This one is worse, and it's only for the barbarian, so it doesn't even make sense for me to carry that. Cool beans. I was thinking about the phrase cool beans recently, because it was briefly brought back to my attention when I was reminded that it was used in a certain infamous piece of, let's just say, fan media of unspecified nature, but not the best kind of nature. But apparently it does predate that by a considerable margin, so it was had me wondering what the heck cool beans could have initially meant to whoever coined that. What am I wearing right now for my torso armor? Bone wrap breastplate. Oh, hello. Line prints. How much money do I have? Not, I mean, a good amount, but kind of pales in comparison to what I have in the actual reserves. Oh, and a large charm that I didn't even realize was there. What does this one do? It's not even a giant charm. 3 to dexterity? I mean, I probably should. Probably makes sense, but I can sell off the other big charm that I just found and keep that one. Seems like you would make a good amount of sense. Right, let's check out this half of the map now. I say half even though it's clearly much less than half. This side of the road. That's quite a bit more ambiguous and as such can be excused for me using it in the way that I did. At least I feel that way. Ooh. Also, this is a backtrack, I think, so I should be checking this out, only to make it unambiguous to myself that there's basically nothing left to explore over here. Well, hatchet hands. Are these socketable or are they ethereal? They're ethereal. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm not getting as much. Haven't really been getting as much mileage out of socketable effects as I kind of. I don't want to say was led to believe I would, but I did get the impression from a few exchanges that maybe they would make more of a difference. But it doesn't seem like they have that much. Like, do I even have socketable stuff as my weapons right now? I do not know. Or in anything for that matter. Just have the effects from them being unique armor for the most part. And that seems to be doing the job. I guess most of my specialized passives, or however I want to phrase that, would come from just charms that I have. Oh well. Alright, let's... I guess before I keep heading in that direction of the map even further, let's check out the Flayer dungeon, because apparently there's a couple of things that I need to get from there. I need to look for a get bin in the Flayer jungle. Okay, never mind. Look for get bin in the Flayer jungle. I haven't found wherever that is, but also need to search for Kalim's brain in the Flayer dungeon. I guess the look for get bin part has not been accomplished yet, but let's go to Flayer dungeon level 1. I guess this one actually will have multiple floors. It actually does say that. Right from the beginning. Well, at least I have my faithful bodyguard to be my freaking... my damage magnet for the most part. Oh, come on. How long was this? Good. Where's my faithful bodyguard? She's out being distracted somewhere else. Okay, there we go. Let's kill the shaman first. There. How dare you try to get the drop? Alright. Oh shit. Oh, I'm also getting fucking ganged up on by that one guy. That makes sense. On dark shape. I even hurting the dark shape. Maybe that was like a... I don't know, I feel like maybe there was a boss enemy mixed in with all that. But wasn't quite able to figure out if that was the case or not. Oh, fuck. Okay, this could be bad news if... or not, since I guess my bodyguard is managing to survive better than I am. There's no greater healing potion. I guess I'll grab a regular healing potion and use that. Should be enough to top me off, at least. And a greater mana potion, sure. Well, not quite top me off, but get me close to that. I can just regenerate the rest. Very slowly, hello. Okay, who's over here? What's this shrine? Skill shrine. I probably ought to use that if I'm gonna keep exploring this place. What else? Belt. What belt do I have? I remember looking at that 2 seconds ago. Okay, light belt of the fox. If I were to take... I mean, it's not like this has fucking equipment load or anything, but a heavy belt has 6 defense, which is more than that. Also requires strength. Well, I guess if I find a heavy belt with a passive effect, I get the feeling that 3 points of defense isn't going to make a huge difference at this point, especially with how high that is. Okay, if I find a heavy belt with a passive, then sure, I can make the swap, but as it is now, I can probably just stick with what I have. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I thought for some reason the spooks, these dark shapes, were not really taking damage before when I was fighting them in the last junction, but I guess they were. I guess the hitboxes were just being funky or something, or just like so much, so many enemies just fucking clustered around that one spot that it wasn't very easy to actually land a hit on them. Oh, jeez. I can barely hear it, but it feels to me like once again this is basically the dungeon music from Diablo 1. Well, the dungeon being the first 5 floors of the labyrinth in Diablo 1. That's a water watcher, I guess that might have been an actual Tolkien joke. Oh. It's kind of weird, I guess. There's one of the more, I would say, easier sources to reference for when you're talking about like tentacled water monsters or what have you. We can talk about, because most people just prefer to talk about stuff like, I don't know, the Kraken or other stuff that has a similar, more, I guess, more aged grounding in mythology. I don't even know how to express what I mean, but let's grab this jewel. I'm probably just gonna end up selling a bunch of those special socketable jewels. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, yeah, Water Watcher. And yet people people riff on Tolkien stuff that isn't that all the time. Frickin' the spelling of dwarves as being V-E-S instead of F-S, pretty sure was invented by Tolkien. And yet that's pretty much the universally accepted one now. And you know, the whole elves and dwarves trope, or how do I even phrase that again? Tropes that are usually associated with, like, this is stuff that usually has to do with elves, and this is stuff that usually has to do with dwarves. It's mostly something that you can attribute to Tolkien for, I guess, most current works that use those tropes, but then there's this weird stuff that slips through the cracks, like fucking Watcher in the Water, and I don't know, I guess something else that comes to mind is Tom Bombadil for some reason. That really weird detail in the story that only sometimes gets remembered. And or referenced in adaptations. I not use the Hell Shrine. I need to stand here. There. Oh Jesus, there's a whole bunch of these poison traps over here. I guess I better just get out of the corner. Only these wooden living evil figurines could get poisoned, but I guess it doesn't work like that. Wow, fucking yellow unique jewel. That's oh, I don't know if that's anything that I've seen before. Oh hello, fucking giant explosion of gore from that one shaman, I guess boss enemy that it was. Undead Flare. Have we even seen the Undead Flare type? I guess it would be, I would imagine that that's what this part of the region is named after. I don't think I've seen Undead Flare in the jungle part of this place, at least. Also slowly running out of freaking inventory space, so I can just pop a, I guess I'll pop a light healing potion just so I can top myself off here. Actually, I don't remember if this would be the BGM in Diablo 1 for the dungeon or for the catacombs, which is the secondary in that game. Because visually this this dungeon definitely reminds me a lot more of the catacombs in Diablo 1 than the dungeon, but I have to reacquaint myself with those. The other ones that are like really easy to distinguish for me from that game, the music tracks would be the one for, well, a few actually, if you consider the Hellfire expansion, which I did play for the stream before this. Would be the Caves, which is the third area, and Hell, which is the fourth area, and then the Crypts, which is the second area in the expansion. But the Caves especially, I feel like it's a really underrated track from Diablo 1. I guess I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of other people who like it though. Some VGM contexts. Okay, I guess that's the way down, and I guess that also means that I've basically explored this entire place, this entire floor. Or not, hold on. What's on the top right there? I thought this was the... I guess that's just the exit. I thought the exit was closer to the middle for some reason, but no, it was up here. So let's go fill in this last corner of the map, and then I can actually... It's kind of funny how, temperature at the beginning of the game, and I was like trying to figure out which class to pick. I saw the Necromancer and I basically thought, yeah, I try this out for a bit, and there's actually another build in another game that's Diablo-like that I've been doing, which is basically kind of a Necromancer kind of thing, in which you, well, in the sense that you... Oh, Jesus Christ, the boss. Hold on. I hope the boss died. I guess it's kind of reminiscent of Necromancer in that you summon stuff, and that's what your... well, that can potentially... I guess you don't have to do that, but that can potentially be one of your main means of... you know, progressing and just fighting things and killing things. So it can basically just turn into... pick this class if you want to not play the game. But I guess that's... well, it's not quite what I'm doing right now with the minion. That's what, you know, the fact that I noticed that I basically... with this, this one skill that I basically have a minion out of all times now. It doesn't necessarily mean that, well, it definitely doesn't mean that I'm doing that in the sense that I don't have to do anything, because I'm definitely doing most of the damage here. But I guess if, you know, I'm not familiar enough with the specifics of each build in this game to say for sure whether or not that's the case, but it does feel like that does at least give you the potential to run for a go my minions and do my job for me build, even with a different class, like the assassin. I'm guessing that would at least be somewhat viable. You could potentially just do that with any class, though, if you just hire a bunch of mercenaries and outfit them in a certain way. That costs money. At least this way, I mean, for this skill I can only summon one minion, but I'm sure you can have more if you hire mercenaries, but I guess again the question becomes, do you really want to do that, or how do you want to proceed? Are you content with accomplishing things in a different fashion? And I guess I am right now. I am very content, perhaps too content with this fucking Throwing Stars ability, which I've been using very consistently for about as long as I've had it, I think. What's this? Stamina Shrine? Oh shit. We'll grab the Stamina Shrine. I'm gonna need it for this part, I suspect. I might need to. You know, the design of those kind of water serpents that just pop out and attack you like that kind of reminds me of some of the bosses from Castlevania 3 and 4, water dragon bosses from those games, which I think are supposed to be the same kind of monster in those games, but obviously with different graphics. And I think there's also like a water serpent boss in Rondo of Blood. That one, the mechanics for fighting that one are pretty different from the other two games that I mentioned. Oh, hello. Somebody else left back there? I didn't... Oh, hello. Yeah, this fucking serpent didn't die. I didn't think it did, but it also seemed to retreat and, for fuck's sake, and not come back, so... Let's go this way. I thought that maybe one of the little, these fuckers was still around. Actually, it occurs to me that these guys are called flayers, so and a while ago I thought that I saw some kind of other monster that I thought was out of sight, and yeah, it was out of sight, and it said flayer, and I thought for some reason that registered in my brain as being some kind of, I don't know, worm snake monster, but it was probably just one of these guys. Just didn't click in my head for whatever reason. Oh boy, minion, please come here and be my damage sponge. Distract them. Or that's the way to do it. Oh. Oh, you know, she's useful. Okay, so I guess I'm pretty much done. I can pop the health shrine that I think was up here. Was that? Yeah. And then descend into... you know, it occurs to me that I'm supposed to bring back an item from here, and I don't even think I have enough health or room in my inventory. I mean, to technically probably carry whatever that is. But I can solve that when the appropriate time comes. Mana potion, mana potion, mana potion. I should probably replace this with greater mana potions since I have greater healing potions, and I'm pretty sure that I have been getting greater mana potions as drops kind of regularly. Okay, I don't know how many floors are in this, but I would assume probably not very many more than 3 at this point. Not that I have any real assurance, but you know. Getting into the more spooky labyrinthine configurations now, I see. Oh, I can probably shoot through this things here. I can cheap you guys out now. How does it feel? Now you are the ones getting fucking cheaped out like in... I feel like there's another video game that's coming to mind where you can shoot through bars but not like move through them, and... Well, you can probably do that in a ton of video games, but there's like one specific thing that for some reason is coming to mind that I'm failing to identify. Pin down. Is the other side of that bunch of bars that I was just at? I think so, yeah. Okay, so there's a bunch of money here. Oh shit. And I guess grabbing the money though is like this whole flare is trapped. This room. That'll be enough. Alright, just take the money and run. You're gonna get poisoned, it doesn't fucking matter. Let's go. Somehow didn't get poisoned on my first attempt to jump in there, but whatever. Some things are inevitable. Some things are an axiom of life, and they simply have to be planned for and accounted for. Oh, hello. I haven't found any other like stairways down so far. Not sure exactly how I should take that as far as the you know, the notion, potential that this is going to be the last floor, but I guess maybe I can find out this mystery item that I'm looking for. And oh, Jesus Christ! Come on. Fucking definitely reloading traps. That's. I'll grab this. Once again, you have to finish a thought and I completely forgot what the thought was. Well, maybe this is it, yeah. I think that's basically what I was trying to say. I'll just find this special item that I'm trying to find by coming here. Oh shit. There's another boss, but dead. Totally dead. Greater healing potion, sure. I'll grab that to replenish my stores here. Gotta make sure that they're all there. I will replace mana potion with greater mana potion and here. Gold spear crystals, staff horned helm. I can't carry the horned helm. Let me see if I can make room for that. If I just take a mana potion and leave the other one here and oh, that's already good for me. That's for the barbarian, so it doesn't make sense for me to carry that. I could just literally just because I said the same thing twice in a row. I'm good at speaking, but anyway. I could literally just grab it and just hit it divide and sell it off for a profit, but I don't think I need that badly enough to really want to do that. There's Khalid's brain, though, which is what I actually came here to find. But it only takes up one of these squares, which is a little surprising, but also good. Kalim's heart in the sewers under the Kurast Bazaar. Isn't that the town? Does it also have like a sewer dungeon like the town in the desert, Loot Lane? Even though in that case that's actually the first place we went. Instead of the last to look for plot related items. Or maybe there's like a different part of the jungle that I need to reach. Yeah. Let's not go that way. Or let's do go that way, because I guess we have to reach the other corner of the maze. Also just use a Scroll Town portal, I guess. I get myself a quick refresher trip back to the town, but I'm also partially... Well, there's a part of me that wants to be more stubborn and basically refuse to do that until I find an actual... what's it called? An actual new waypoint to do that from, because I feel like... you know, they've been, so far, even in this part of the game, they've been consistent enough in their existence that I shouldn't have to not need them at any point. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Basically, there's a part of me that's very, very stubborn and wants to not rely on anything but them for fast travel. A given point. What I might have to bite the bullet in this case. I guess we check out the center of this floor now. But the only part that I haven't completely filled in. And then this stuff on the right. And I think that's it. So I've checked out this entire place. I probably should go ahead and just teleport out of here with Town Portal, honestly. If I'm gonna do that, though, why don't I go ahead and go back here and grab some of the other treasure that I found from the, you know, the actual treasure thing. Boy, I'm gonna have to do another kind of roundabout just to be able to get to where the treasure is. I have to go all the way down and then go. Also kind of reminds me of some of the dungeon type areas that I saw in, I think, some of the restored cut quests. For the other one that I... Oh, hello. More encumbrance for me. I don't think this would really fit, but yeah, one of the... when I played with the Ultimate mod for Diablo 1, I feel like one of the, like, restored cut quests had a dungeon in it that kind of reminds me of the shape of this one, but I don't even know if... Why. Let's see, what can I throw away? I need to, like, free up 2 spaces. And pop a rejuvenation potion and get rid of that. Another potion? There's no more potions though, that's a thing. I wanna throw away anything else. And not even the charms, because even with the fucking charms I could just... You know what, I'm gonna say fuck it and I'm gonna not throw any of these away, however I will. Get this out of my inventory and leave it here on the floor, because what I'm gonna be doing is... I don't even need to do this, like I said, but I'm just doing it because why the hell not? I'm gonna pop a Scroll Temple now, and I will be coming back. Oh hey, I guess we have to talk to Kane about some... yeah, okay. Some other stuff that, I guess the plot item that we just found.
This is most fortunate. Khalim's brain knows Mephisto's weakness. Place it in the Herodric Cube along with Khalim's other relics. The eye, the heart, and the flail.
Alright, just took that opportunity to take a quick drink. Also identify my stuff so I can sell it off immediately. Sell off this barbarian helmet to this boy for 10,000 gold, okay. What about these? One of these is apparently the Ghoul Talisman. 20 poison damage, 3 to life, and 25% extra gold for monsters. See, that actually seems like it could be quite useful, but I guess that just means that we'll actually hold on to it, like a good amount of these, but let's see, we can fuse these emeralds together, I'm pretty sure. Get them into just emerald. What about chipped emerald? I don't know, maybe we should just get rid of that one. Also have a chipped amethyst. I don't know. Not it really makes sense to be holding on to a lot of these, but well, this one these we can fuse together. Skulls into flawed skull, and we have 3 flawed skulls now. I wonder if that'll turn into anything else. Into just a skull. Okay, we got a skull, and somehow put that into one of our weapons. We have 2 chip to pass, so yeah, I guess we will hold on to these. What about these runes? We have 2 of these runes now, and only 1 of these. And we have 2 of these 2 tier runes. Should probably sell off, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna sell off this charm, the Stout Ground Charm of Fire. Use the plot item so it stays here. Chip to pass. Hey, we can actually fuse the chip to pass now. I didn't realize we had the other one. Into a flot to pass, which goes here, and if we get another group of those, we can fuse them into a full one, I suppose. Yeah, we're also leaving this here. Probably get rid of some of these rings at some point, but I'm too lazy to look at that right now. Fire resist, what about fire resistors? Lightning resist 10% cold, we can probably get rid of this one, doesn't seem like it's that useful. Very low percentage compared to a bunch of these. We have 2 to dexterity ring, but we also have an amulet that I think just... oh yeah, we left it in the other fucking room. I'm going back for it though. 21% of the... maybe I could just get rid of that, honestly. So let me look if I look at the magic damage that I have, or just damage. 5386, 5360. So it feels like 2 isn't really gonna make a difference to that. So I should probably just sell this and this. And leave the rusted ring in the place of the one that I just took, I guess. And yeah, this seems like a neat effect, but we can probably get a stronger version of it. Which ones am I even wearing now? Big ones with a bunch of effects here. And the amulet is also, yeah, that wool mark. Extra gold from monsters. I guess if I really wanted gold, but I have enough gold right now, I think. Well, whatever. I'll sell these off for now. rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this one too. Yeah. And I guess these ones can't stay though. One of them can stay here. I'm very steadily running out of room here still. What about this? Gold. We should keep all the extra gold stuff in its own corner so I don't... Well, let's just go back. We'll worry about that later. We can easily sell off some of the other stuff there. I'm gonna pick up the large charm again though. Also keep... Oh, woof woof. I wonder what's going on at 10:34 at night. It's probably the neighbors again. I'll probably quiet down once they actually close the fucking door. But yeah, that's fun. Yep, I just heard the fucking door close and there she goes to work at the hallway area again. But yeah, door closed. Stuff should be... You know what, I just realized I'm gonna use another scroll of the town portal for a couple of reasons. I have 16, I don't even have as many as I thought I would. Oh well. It's not like we're at desperately wanting for them or anything. Okay, so... Well, I guess not. I guess there's a different Crust area that we just haven't gotten to yet. We'll go to Flare Jungle. I wanted to look at the other waypoint names. Apparently there's Lower Crust, Crust Bazaar, Upper Crust, and Travinkal and Durans of Hate. So just another place that has the Crust label, I guess is what I'm searching for. Oh fuck. Traps everywhere. But right now I guess I'll just search over here. We're also searching for somebody else. Somebody in the Flare Jungle, I guess, that we haven't found at all. Can we get like the information for this one? Let's see.
As I told you before, I placed an enchantment upon the dark side in order to keep the demons at bay. But lately, the enchantment seems to be weakening. If memory serves me correctly, there's a holy Skatsimi blade that could revitalize the enchantment. The blade is called the Gidbin. Find it, and our sanctuary here will remain safe.
Looking for a blade, not a person. Look for the Gidbin in the Flare Jungle. I don't know where it could be. I might need some guidance for that for once, but just for now I'm just gonna go as deep into the jungle as I possibly can and see where that leaves me. Greetings, traveler. Hello again, Default. I don't know if you're specifically mimicking a character from this game or not when you see that, so. Let's see. As long as it's not a ghost. What's this shrine over here? It's a Shrine of Health. I need it right now. Oh yeah, I guess I'll just keep on heading in this direction and see where that leaves me. Oh, cat_scream, I guess. The actual emoji code doesn't match cat_scream. Now, why don't they have special emoji expressions that are with a dog face? Let's see if I'll... Okay, well, there's stuff over here. Seems like something I would actually use on like the cat one. Oh, they do have it. It's dog face, no space. That's an old fucking joke. I wonder if anyone even references that in any form anymore. Other than after they made an even dumber joke by... Oh fuck. They're actually making that an emote. Hey, you guys wanna have fun? No. No fun for you. So can I get an extra mana potion? No, I don't. I have this one, but I'd rather not use that if I have to. Keep an eye out for a mana potion. Superior Sight, Superior Giant Sword, Exploding Potion. Well, there's Exploding Potion, but you know. There's all this other stuff that I need even less than need most of its stuff already. Is there apparently a completely different crest that I can reach if I just keep on going deeper and deeper into the jungle? I don't fucking know. There's, yeah, quite a lot of jungle here and no concrete place that it seems to lead into. Oh, hello. This looks a little bit different though. Oh, what the fuck? Also thrashers. I guess I haven't fought these things yet, but you know, like a lot of monsters in this game, it seems, oh, Storm Tree. An actual boss. Somebody, I want fucking health left. Monsters that look kinda scary, but they turn out to be just as... pretty much the same as the rest of the monsters in terms of actual challenge. Maybe have a little bit more health. That's about it. Okay, so... okay, did I just reach a new area here? Maybe, possibly. Oh, there's Lower Crest. Okay, yeah, that's Lower Crest. Did make it to a new area, but does that mean that whatever I was supposed to find, yeah, in the Flare jungle I just didn't find? Maybe it'll be in this last tiny corner of the area that I technically haven't explored yet. The other side of the river, which I will go ahead and, you know, explore, just to say that I did, basically, and have nothing left behind. Nothing left behind except wherever that blade was, which I didn't find. I don't know where that sword is. Have to come back to that. Probably will have to come back to that, but for now I'll just try to find new places, I guess. Yes, I did find Lower Crest. That, I guess this could be some kind of a ruin. Which would account for the, I guess, sewer named area that I need to find being located here. Hello. Well buttered. And Doom Ape. I think there are apes in Doom, but I don't think they would look like that. Well, is that some kind of backhanded poke at the character of the Slayer? I'm just joking, but... I get the feeling that there are people who would be willing to read that as out. Which has me conflicted. Tree Lurker. I guess these are more lizard type monsters. Oh hey, here's the mana potion. I'll grab that, I guess, just so I can have that in reserve. Still would like to have another greater mana potion though. And have another greater mana potion, then I will probably just I'll actually bite the bullet and use those from the belt whenever I do run low on mana. Oh, there we go. Surprisingly low amount of drops for this group of monsters here. I guess this is supposed to look like a town ruins area, even though I'm just looking at the perimeter right now, but just the layout of it. Actually led me to believe that, or to at least entertain the possibility, I guess, that maybe there's gonna be even more people here, but no, I get the feeling that's not the case anymore. Well, the thing that I would like to find, though, would be the waypoint that's surely somewhere around here. Always a priority in my book, but... this area does look like it's gonna be a bit more regularly shaped, so it doesn't seem unreasonable to try and Get the perimeter down first. Rest Bazaar, yeah. Let's actually turn back just so I can see what else is here. And hopefully, like I said, find another waypoint. Need any more of these, but could use a greater mana portion. I mean, not too badly, like I said. Like I'm definitely doing well enough in mana at the moment, but and this place is kind of big. Oh well, I think I just found the waypoint. It's over here. I could actually get to it. I guess I can't reach it from this side. I guess in the north corner, that's where the waypoint is. Well, close to the north corner at least. If I'm not mistaken though, the waypoint that's next in line is just Crossed Bazaar, so that area that's apparently just right across the way would have another waypoint just waiting for us, maybe. Which I would be glad to accept if that's the case, but I suppose we'll find out firsthand in just a few minutes if we can clear this area out and just explore as much as possible. I probably should actually, you know, be checking inside these buildings to see if there's anything of note. Anything in this little gazebo type area, for example? Nope. It's not really a gazebo, but you know, it's like the structure that is apparently the first and best equivalent in my mind that I can think of under... Well, just when trying to come up with something quick, I don't think under duress is an equivalent for that either. I am good at vocabulary, for I write things. Sometimes. You can see it clearly demonstrated in my speech. Oh, there's a boss. Is this a boss? Yeah, okay, I guess he's dead. I get somewhat paranoid when I see one of those, just because of the fact that I have had my asses kicked by... well, multiple asses, no. I've had my ass kicked by multiple of those guys in the past. Okay, here we go, now we can... I think we have the perimeter down, which means we can just go ahead and check out everything that's in here, and more in the center area. Up chest, not to me. I am an assassin. This also means that I have thieving skills. I'm actually about to reenact one of Clark Ashton Smith's most celebrated stories right here. Tale of Satan Braceros. It ends with me being consumed by some kind of horrible slime abomination or something. I don't remember exactly what happened to the narrator in that story actually. I think it was his friend that was consumed, but he got away and he just like... It was just like, he did survive, but it's just like, yeah, you better not go do these things in this place or else you're gonna get completely messed up by the horrors of the cosmos. Even though it's a bit less outlandish to have those kinds of entities in the worlds that Clark Ashton Smith created versus Lovecraft, because The way Lovecraft did it was most of his stories were not all, mind you, but most of his stories had a grounding in like a quasi-realistic setting. And that's how they basically became the basis for shit like creepypasta. And it's like, yeah, if you scratch beneath the surface, all these wacky cosmic nonsense is just waiting to drive you insane and show you how stupid and insignificant you are. But then the way that Clark Ashton Smith did it most of the time, if I remember, because he also did stuff like that, but for example, I think, well, he had a bunch of different worlds. Lovecraft had a few, but not as many, I don't think. But the world of Sothique, which is the one that that story was in, was basically dark fantasy. Kind of like you would see in this game, in the world of Diablo. It's a pretty good comparison, I think, now that I think about it. I think it was called Sothique anyway. There's like a bunch of different worlds that he made that had kind of French-sounding names because he was kind of a Frenchable. But at least he didn't, well, he has, I shouldn't phrase it as at least, I should phrase it as he was fortunate enough to, I don't think, express his admiration of certain tropes, medieval tropes and aesthetics in the same way that Lovecraft did, which still has people today claiming that Lovecraft was some kind of horrible person that was inflexibly terrible towards like certain people. Even though that's something that's pretty much only suggested by some of the letters that he wrote and some of the writings that he had and some of the themes in his stories. But if you look at some of the other stuff that he did, like especially accounts from people that he met later in life and letters that he wrote later in life, you can pretty much see that he was just being edgy, basically. That's the equivalent of that. And when he actually did deal with other people of other persuasions and other origins, let's just put it that way, he actually didn't even mind that much. But I guess people today do love to be angry at the old world, even if the old world isn't even like 100 years old in a lot of the time. And just be like, yeah, everything in history was terrible, we need to rewrite history or some shit, but that's actually one of the stupidest things you can do. But I feel like I'm going a little bit too, maybe going a little bit too far with this tirade as far as the stuff that it implies, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that I've seen other people do worse and far more casually. Even though that's yet, you know, yet another term that gets thrown around a little bit too much, but I think it's time for me to digress. Because I'm just in time too, because I think I'm just about done with exploring this map. Superior belt. What's the stats on this one? It's got 6 defense and 14% enhanced defense, you know what? Sure. Didn't even realize that, I guess this belt is gonna have a passive effect, even though it's not, like the name itself is not labeled as blue. Man, this one is. It's weird. Well, I'll take a quick pit stop, I guess, by going up here to where the waypoint is, so I can go back to the town. And I will actually take this opportunity to, I don't know, maybe sell some stuff off. Do I want to sell some stuff off? All this, since I don't need it anymore. But also, probably would be a good time to... It occurs to me that I never even left my money in the fucking...
Good day.
the thing, the chest. Should have done that. Well, I can use my money now to, and find a blacksmith or whoever it is that repairs shit. Is he the blacksmith? No, he's not. Okay. Who repairs shit in this town? Let's see. I get the feeling that it's gonna be Mischief, because he's like the transport guy, yeah. Maybe they'll be over here in part of town? Natalia wasn't that... I don't think Natalia was the mercenary. No. What's even in this town? Ratley, are you the blacksmith? Are you a blacksmith? The Dalai Lama person? Okay, yeah, there we go. Trade repair. Yeah, do it. I think I'm gonna tune out so my computer has the resources to test out cinders too. Alright, default. I mean, I can't believe you're not watching the Dark Souls 3 streams that we did at the same time as you were playing the game. But, I'm just kidding. Well, good luck with that. I mean, I played a bit of Cinders last night as well, but I was a bit surprised by a few things. I'll just put it that way for now. Okay, so I've stashed this. It's made my computer sweaty by saying that. I mean, my computer's pretty sweaty a lot of the time. I have like almost 250,000. Which is... we can have 2.5 million. Oh god. I don't know how that works fractionally, not off the top, but I can find out. Hold on. Might as well do this. Might as well also like adjust the screen for this a little bit, because I feel like it's slightly off and it's been bothering me whenever I've actually noticed it. Let's see, we have 250,000. How much of 2.5 million is 1 million? 2 point... well... no, I don't think that works. I have to do it the other way around. Don't I? Okay. Yeah, 0.4, but that's not a quarter. That's less than half, that's less than... not quite half. Okay, how about this? 4 divided by 100 equals... 4 divided by 100. No. I don't think I'm gonna find out what I'm after just by doing this. That's not a quarter. I don't think it's... well, here's the problem. I can't express it... I think, yeah, I just got the realization that I literally can't express it with... hold on, did I do that backwards? I think I did that backwards. I think I was supposed to do it like this, not in the other direction that I did it. But anyway, should look fine now. I think it... yeah, it looks fine now. But I just realized that I literally can't express the thing that I'm trying to express in the way that I'm trying to express it. Because it can't be quarters or halves or anything, because those things, when they come together in equal parts in a certain amount, they result in one whole, and that can't be said for the part of 2.5 million that 1 million constitutes, so... well, I better just give up. How else to say that? Okay. Let's go to Coresta. Sorry, I guess what have we got? Resist cold? I somehow don't think I'm gonna need that, but I'll keep that in mind. Revive gold, okay. And you know this waterfront thing, which... hello. These like swarms of killer bugs probably are. Hell swarm. Rain stamina, hello. I mean, it could be a mild annoyance if they were somehow able to keep up with me if I was trying to run around, but I don't think they really managed to do that for the most part. Also have a good lurk, Redberry, if I failed to say that before, which I'm pretty sure I did, because I'm bad at keeping on top of things. Oil potion, that is for like covering enemies in oil and making them more vulnerable to fire attacks, I guess. I don't think it's something that I really made use of. Oh, shit, this game. I guess that's trapped. That specific version of a stash would be trapped. I'll also try to keep that in mind. Oh, shit. What are these? Faithful. I guess this would be the Mephisto cultists that we've been hearing about, maybe. I guess they would be the people that actually hang out in this part of the region. Oh, and 2 mana potions. Sell an amulet. I mean, probably just end up selling that off, but might as well entertain though. Oh shit, we have 3 slots in the belt now. I didn't even realize that's what that would result in. Not pop the mana potion, but also I guess keep an eye out for more of the greater healing potions so that I can carry more of them. That's a nice surprise. Heavy gloves. Guess I'll just do the same kind of thing that I did with the previous area when I... in the previous part of this area, when I was covering the map. Oh Jesus, okay. Here we go. Greater healing potion 2 on Skull of Town Portal, which apparently I need to restock to some degree. Not to the point where it's actually a refilling shrine. Oh, okay. Not to the point where it's actually a problem, but still. Probably should have used that shrine if I had realized what it was. For some reason it registered in my head as being like a kind of big stash, but no. There's something else that I wanted to look at. What was it? It wasn't this stuff. It wasn't... Map. Is it the map? Different part of the map? I don't know. I forgot it clearly wasn't important. Hey, no. That's a meme. Okay, there's Suburb Rest, so like snake around and go to like the... I have to stick to like the right half of the map to go into Bazaar from Lower Crust, I guess, and then you have to snake around and go to the upper left to go into Upper Crust. Interesting design decision. Very intriguing, very complex. Must have taken quite a while to... I'm just kidding. I don't really have any greater reason to focus on that, but just messing around. Oh, Wrathbender, we got an actual boss enemy again. I'm gonna be able to kick the ass of my minion there. Mana burn. Guess not. Already, speaking of mana, we got a few drops from that, so let's grab the gold first and then probably get another greater healing potion to add to my stash here. We need one more to fill in this region. And greater mana potion, yeah. I'll grab that and replace that with that like so, and just chug the 1 mana potion that I just got. If I can top myself off. Okay. Just gotta go ahead and exploring this area in the same way that I did the previous one. Champion Thresher somewhere. And we're getting ambushed by more of these evil bog swarms from behind. Just waited until I was done to come out of hiding. Or I was past that point, I mean, not done. Done with their friends, maybe. Ghostly Thresher. I wonder what that means. I wonder if that means that I can only hurt it with mana magic attack or something, but well, they're dead now. Sped him. Not just sped him, it's a fucking weapon, take his javelin type weapons, so that means I'm probably not gonna use it. Let's see, greater healing potion, greater mana potion. I am, however, gonna use another mana potion here. And replace it, and there we go. Now I have a full belt. I think I need anything more from this right now, so leave it alone. And yeah, I think there might actually be yet another waypoint to find in this area, so... I'll take a look around and get the old... just try to find everything. I think I did see Crust. Oh shit, what? I guess one of those was trapped. I think I did see Crust Bazaar in one of the waypoint readouts, but I say readouts. That actually made sense to say for that, but no. One of the texts for like names of one of the waypoints would be. I don't know how else to condense what that is. Basically, oh shit, I just pressed fucking Alt Tab by mistake. That'll happen when. That hasn't happened in a while, to be fair, but that'll happen when those are two of the things that you have to press to do stuff early in the game. Oh, I'll check this out. What is this? It's for the Barbarian only. Never mind, I will not check this out. I do want to find a waypoint just so I can like have a cheap way back to town so I can get rid of the javelin that I just got, which is apparently a unique one. What's in this lock chest? Just a regular mana potion. Probably be kind of cross if I, weren't an assassin and I was actually trying to Russian keys to figure out what was on those lock chests. That would probably not end great. Probably just give up on that after a while. I just kept finding stuff like that. But I don't have to worry about that since I am an assassin. Okay, let's see. Corpse. Oh, here, there's the waypoint. I found it. Much easier to find these waypoints in close proximity to each other than it was in the jungle. I will gladly accept this as a breather, though. I guess I could also try to just explore the jungle by myself to try and find out where the freaking blade is that apparently I need to find for one of the quests, but I don't know. I guess I can maybe talk to the people in town and get hints about that. That's probably the way to go. Yeah, look at this. They got like these stone reliefs up at the wall. Spooky skulls. I get the feeling that these are supposed to be like reference stuff of certain actual ruins that were found. And, just like in GeoGuessr, my one-track brain wants to immediately associate that to Mesoamerican stuff, but I get the feeling that that kind of stuff could also be found in other places in the world, like East Asia. Like, I think Cambodian jungles have, like, fancy jungle ruins. This. I don't know how many more places in the world could be said to have that, though. Stash. Okay, that's not a shrine, that is a stash. I'm gonna make the same mistake again, I guess. Not that it really mattered before, but it mattered to me because I was mildly embarrassed with myself. I can't believe I thought it was a stash when it was actually a shrine. How can that be allowed to stand? I don't even need to use the mana potions right now. What's in here? Bolts. How do I actually use Okay, that one wasn't wrapped, I guess. I actually used a weapon that was ranged and it didn't have an infinite stash of ammo like in Diablo 1. I would probably be a little bit annoyed, but I don't know. I mean, I am using a ranged weapon that technically has unlimited ammo with what's this? Sewers level 1. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to go there actually, because I have to find another plot item there. I guess I'll do that after I take a pit stop in the town again. But I do want to uncover everything here first. I technically have in stair. Does this actually go somewhere else? Oh, the ruined temple. I don't know if we want to check that out right now, though. It feels like that might be an actual optional one, but I feel like I need to go back and talk to the other people in the town for a while after coming here, maybe. Maybe even find more quests. Oh, is this another place where we can... Look, there's another dungeon type area that I spy. On the map there. Stair, yeah, to the disused fane, and also a chest. And yet another one down here. Oh wait, no, that's... Is that the same one that I saw before, the sewers level 1? I don't think it is. I think I saw the one that was like over here, but I guess it has multiple entrances, maybe. I mean, we've seen that before in the Harem dungeon in Ludwig Lane. I don't want that extra skull of identify. Leave that. I don't need that. I have the Endless Scroll of Identify, aka Kane, and also my fucking book with 20 of those. But I can use them on the field, not that I need to very often at this point. Oh, took your time. Oh, what's down here? Okay. These things do have perimeters. And here's a chest. I almost didn't see because I'm just like really quickly trying to fill in whatever parts of the map I haven't yet now so that I can take the pit stop back to town and, well, like I said, maybe get a clue about the other quest that I have to basically leave behind and maybe get even more quests. We'll see. I only have 3 of the ones that I need to worry about right now. Let's go back, and apparently Oberkarast has yet another one. Well, what do we got first of all? Let's identify.
Good to see you.
And give away this, well, not give away, sell this thing. Was it Ring of the Jackal? Fire resist, 3 to life. Probably, I don't know, have another fire resist that's similar to that one. Didn't I leave a rusted ring here? Yeah, that fire resist 20% and also plus 3 to life. I mean, is plus 3 to life really gonna make a big difference? The answer is probably not, so I can probably just sell that one off. Probably will, yeah. Or was it Small Charm? I'm keeping that though, and this. What about this amulet? Faster cast rate? Well, yep, it's fucking useless to me, so... I think so, at least. Yes, that's correct. Well, that sold for even more than the fucking spear, which I find strange, but whatever. Can I talk to you about the quest that I have up? Ladle the Old Religion.
We are to have peace from the shadow. You must find the weapon which will destroy the light.
Is Mephisto the light? I guess if you're going with the old biblical jargon there.
Since you haven't come across the Gidbin yet, the dagger must be deeper in the jungle nearer Kurast.
You sure about that? Because I checked out that area before and I still didn't find it. Let's see who else has stuff to say about this. Might as well just go all out and do gather information.
To waste time with you, so I'll get right to the point. There is a very special book which you must find for me. It was written long ago by a sage known as Matheson, who studied Skatsimi magic and the effects of the prime evils on the mortal world. The Black Book was lost when the children of Zakarum took over this land. Now you must reclaim it without delay. Its knowledge may aid us in this dark time ahead.
Okay, I guess we did get a new quest after all. Let's see what it looks like first. Search the 6 temples in the bazaar, Upper Crust, and the causeway for Lemison Stone. Okay, so we have We have an excuse to look into these dungeons now.
What do you need?
What can you tell me more about this?
Legend has it that the Skatsimi priests place great power within the small blade. Power enough to repel this terrible jungle curse which encroaches on our sanctuary.
Okay, that doesn't tell me where to find it though. What about this?
The Black Book contains powerful secrets of Skatsim, the old religion long eclipsed by Zakarum. I should warn you, the Black Book is much sought after by both good and evil. Be wary.
Fortunate, but yeah. Guess he's not gonna be very helpful as far as specifics. I guess maybe Kane is gonna be the only one that's gonna be kinda helpful in that regard. I guess. What about you, half-naked mercenary master?
Many things can be found in the city of Kurast. The book may be there.
Yeah, that's helpful.
I'm certain that the Gidbin is very closely guarded.
I guess that makes sense as something to focus on, but once again, I feel like if that were the case, I guess I just haven't found wherever it is that might be located. What about mischief? You have even less to say, Steve.
Oh, no one really believes that the Black Book exists. It's just a symbol of Zakarum's anti-Skatsim propaganda.
Okay then.
The jungle is like nothing you've ever seen before. Imagine paradise festering like a wound, then bursting.
I'm getting mixed signals there, but okay. I don't see how that related to my question at all, but we'll just leave him be. There's I think a couple more people we can talk to about this. I might as well just
Yes.
do that.
I've heard of the Black Book. My order's code is based on many of its passages. If you find it, I will be greatly impressed.
Why would it be based on that? Okay.
You'd best get back out there and find that blade. The jungle creeps further into this camp by the hour.
Okay, yeah, once again, you didn't help me. Well, I guess if they're gonna have, like, each character with a voice, a unique response to each of these, there's gonna be some fluff, but...
We have long sought the Black Book of Matheson. Rumors of its whereabouts spread as fast as jungle plagues. If you find it, take it to Elcor.
Can't tell me any of these rumors. Okay. What about...
Once the Gidman is found, Ormus will use it to strengthen the protected barrier around the dockside.
Yeah, but how will it be... Whatever, I guess I just talked to Kane again. Thanks for nothing. What about this? What do you tell me about this?
The Black Book is a powerful source of information. The Zakarum will do everything in their power to stop you from obtaining it.
Wow, well, I guess we do get an actual pointer for where to look at one of the quests.
Since you haven't come across the Gidbin yet, the dagger must be deeper in the jungle nearer Kurast.
Kurast? Is it Kurast or Kurast? I don't know. Thanks. Oh wait, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Words, especially made-up words, are difficult to divine how to pronounce them, especially in such a fickle language when it comes to pronunciation as English. Alright. Do I even get out of this place again? I guess I just go down this direction. Because it says that it's in the Flair jungle, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do another quick sweep of the jungle here and there. I mean, it's supposed to be in the jungle near Kurast, is what he said. But where? Wasn't in the... you know, in this part of the river. No Gidbin here. And I guess I would kind of expect it to maybe be in... oh, hold on a moment. I think I see something suspicious. I need to... let's go this way. I was gonna say I would expect it to maybe be in one of those parts that kind of branches off the main path and has its own clearing, and I think I kind of see the possibility of such a thing being over here based on the gap in the trees, but maybe not. I guess not. Maybe I need to look for that. I don't know. Guess I'll take another look at the perimeter of the trees and then... It looks like there... If you look at this version of the map, it looks like there could be something, a path going here, but there isn't, I guess. It's a little misleading in that sense. Look for corners, look in the actual world, not in the map preview. Or places that can just kind of lead off to the side. I get the feeling that's what I need to be looking for, but I don't really know. No way to know for sure. I guess I'm gonna hold down both Control and Alt. See if there's anything left on the ground that's highlighted that could leave a clue. Well, what about this? What about that thing down there? Isn't that the way to the Flare dungeon? Maybe it's like... That's kind of a clearing. Maybe it's here and I just didn't find it. What's this big thing that's marked on the map? It is... Oh. It's literally right there. Okay. Well, now it's on fire. Oh. Oh shit, I forgot to... Okay, I guess I'll beat you up with my own two hands. How dare you make me do that, huh? And there's the good bit. And enough food.
What a delicious blade. I should consult Ormus.
Tasting the blade? Okay, well, whatever. We found the thing. Let's get out of here. Consult Ormus, I guess. Yeah, it was actually marked. I just missed it because it didn't occur to me to examine that when I first came in this direction. And yeah, turn the kid bin to Ormus. Who could have guessed? And because I am a cheapskate in this game, as I am in many aspects of real life, I will just run all the way back to where the other Kurust ruins and the waypoints there are. I mean, it's not very far. It's just like get to the end of this road. And we're there. And I guess I don't have to go back into the jungle with the weird winding river paths for any reason after this, which is a nice prospect for once. Ooh. Only my friggin' minion would keep up. I'm almost out of stamina, but it doesn't matter. I can wait like 2 seconds to let it reload. And now I can just burn the rest of what I have. Getting to the waypoint. Go to core stocks. Let's talk to this guy.
You have done well, noble hero. Ormus congratulates you. The old spirits of Skatsim will watch over you for returning their sacred blade. Now, after all these years, Ormus will once again use his powers to protect the innocent from the shadow. The spell that protects the dark side shall now be reinforced.
The dark side or the dark side? Well, I guess that takes care of that quest though. Maybe. Up to Ashiara. Oh, did I have to talk to somebody else to get that quest to begin with? Oh, let's see. Oh, well, we now have 3 of these Nephrons, so time to mush them together into something else. What do we get from that? We get an Eth rune. Do we have another Eth rune? We don't have another Eth rune, no. Oh boy. Ah, jeez. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna bother with these runes either, to be honest with you. Oh well, we have the... Where's the brain? Here's the brain. I'm gonna leave the brain here, because we need a third part of this to do the plot. Where's Ashiara? Is she the mercenary person? Yeah, okay. I don't remember what she said to give us that quest in the first place, but okay.
Now that fewer of the Iron Wolves are needed to guard the dockside, some of them have volunteered to accompany you free of charge.
Oh, is that so? Can I act on that? Let's see. Said free of charge, and yet I'm not seeing a 0 anywhere. Get the feeling that you're lying to me. Seems that way. Hire, talk, trade, I mean... Can I talk to... Well, this guy doesn't seem to want to just follow me, so... I don't know why she said that. That's... Oh, talk to that guy again. Keep on making exchanges here.
This magic ring does me no good. Here, wear it proudly.
Okay, I guess we got a ring. Is that the end of it? Okay, there we go. What magic ring did I just get? The Eagle Knot, lightning resist, poison resist, and damage reduced. Probably do with that. But I can't say I kind of have to confess I like the rings that I have now. I guess I could like get rid of this one and strength, life, and mana. I mean, those are the things over here, right here. And then, well, strength is its own thing. Probably with the extra strength if it's one of the base stats. It's only 2 points. Cold resist versus lightning and poison resist. I think I can, yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem to lock me out of anything that I have equipped, so I can, yeah, it's not a big deal. I will keep this one. I'll try to actually not sell that one. At least for now. But there we go. We got that done. Cross Bazaar, yeah. I guess the next order of business would be either to go to the sewers or to go to the... Should we go into the sewers? To the other temples that are in this area. But first, let's check out the sewers. Let's go into the stinky water temple. That ought to do the trick. Gold pile. Well, at least the sewer seems to be regularly laid out, which I would hope so for a public treatment facility of, well, waste treatment. A utility facility. Piece of infrastructure. I would hope that if someone were to create a place like this, it would be reasonably well planned and executed. Or it could become some kind of beast like the ones in Paris. Did you know that the sewers in Paris? Oh, this is another crust. Hey, the upper crust has another entrance. Okay, so this runs below the bazaar and upper crust. Maybe I should check out upper crust with like the surface of that place before I go to the bazaar then. Or the sewers, but I'm already doing this. And this does seem to be oddly devoid of monsters so far. I don't want the antidote, but never mind. Undead Soul Killer. That's like the name of a metal band. Okay, I don't need this. I don't think so, at least. I mean, I have poison resist. It shouldn't be a big deal. Well, these guys hang out here. I wonder who else hangs out here. Wonder if we can fight the egg monsters and the fishmen like in Chrono Trigger. And the scorpion dude that grapples you with his tail and just throws you around. I'm kind of wondering if I should bother to, if I wanted to play like Chrono Cross, if I should bother playing Chrono Trigger first, because I played that a million times. I feel like it's probably one of the most played games ever. Maybe not on Twitch, but I just feel like overall, so... I don't know if people would really want to see that. I mean, I could probably do a similar case to, say a similar thing about Chrono Cross, but... I mean, I've never played it, so... that would be a different aspect. That would have to be considered for, yeah, I guess I'm kind of adding that to the playthrough. Oh jeez. But these guys, they die and then they become the little skeletons? Or rather ancient. Okay. Also, I guess there's like... That's like a shaman? In that he's able to re-raise the undead, but I didn't see him doing that there. Oh, I just realized that it's from the fucking shade spell that the other guys, the ones in the desert's dungeons, did. And they were able to re-raise their fallen enemy friends, so... Yes, I better believe it. I also have like the weird crazy hair that those guys had, so it's like they're built upon the same basic shape, body model maybe. I mean body model for what I presume to all be 2D sprites really. Hello. Gloom bats. A type of Pokemon that I'm not aware of. That's definitely one. That's a boss. Ice Hawk Riftwing. Okay. And of course when it died it had to do that. Well, whatever. I mean, it did drop some health potions, I think, right here, so I could literally just pop one of these to top myself off again and do the same for the mana potion. I have all 3 greater mana potions here, right? Yeah, so let's do this. Instant fucking mana recovery. What's over here? Sewer lever. Lever. And sewer levers in video games are the worst. How do I get there though? Let's see. Across here. And just navigate these awkward passageways. Sewer stairs. Is that level 1? Oh, of course there's level 2. Well, I hope there's not more than like 2 or 3 levels here though, I gotta tell you. This place looks like it's... Well, I'll... I guess carry on with my perceived obligation that I impose upon myself, more than anything really, to explore every corner of this place as usual. Well, there's a special looking chest, bunch of money, oh boy, and a posse that came with it. Where's my minion? She should be right here helping me with this nonsense, but I don't see her anywhere. Where are you? Where's the freaking spooky long-haired mage? Is he here? No. There she is. She's just like staring at the fucking waterway. I don't know what happened to the spooky long-haired guy, but okay. I guess he just disappeared. I didn't think I killed him, but maybe I did. Maybe my stray projectiles from the freaking machine gun fire of the throwing stars did kill him, and I just didn't notice. Wouldn't that be something? Oh well. We're down here, I guess. Well, we know exactly where the way down is, but like I said, I still feel compelled to uncover as much of this place as I possibly can. How can you not? It's a matter of integrity. It's a matter of getting the most out of your video games. Being adventurous and thorough, and leaving no stone unturned. Leaving no skull babies from Dark Souls Tomb of the Giants in one piece. Guess these guys don't drop humanity though. Well, one piece. Technically, since they're skeletons, it would have to be a bunch of different pieces somehow magically joined together. I guess right now I could use a little bit of extra health potion. I can get those a drop. Be slow, but I mean, oh, there we go. Ask unusual receive, I guess. Isn't minor healing potion like the shittiest kind though? Yeah, gonna top me off, but hey, I'll take it. Health shrine. Well, I could just use that, but I didn't realize it was here. I see clearly hunting down all these spooky skeletons that hang out in the sewers will help me get stronger and take new challenges head on. And if it's anything that I was, you know, if my recent return to playing more crosscode again, as any indication. I need to learn that I need to not rush through shit, and I need to take the time to do maybe some exploration on the side and do some side quests, do some impromptu grinding, because that will help me not get killed by challenges if I just rush forward too quickly. I mean, I could say the same thing about FF10, like I said before. Just fucking rush through everything and just get destroyed later on as a consequence of my stupidity, but... This pretty much goes for all RPGs, JRPGs, or any kind really, that has that kind of model. I mean, not necessarily. I feel like one example of something that I actually played on stream, if I recall. Even though this was quite a few years back. Is Final Fantasy II, where because of the really fucking weird leveling system that you have in that game, you can kind of, you know, not take the time to grind and instead just kind of rush through some areas, and if you do, at least as long as you manage to survive, you should be fine because of well, the fucking stat upgrades that you receive in that game are commensurate to the punishment that you receive, so you get beat up within an inch of your life, but you're still alive, then you get a big boost in health. Really weird. It definitely worked out in my favor in the final dungeon, which I was just like, okay, fuck it, I'm tired. I want to get through this a little bit faster, so let's just sort of charge, and hey, what do you know, it worked out. I managed to survive. And I mean, you don't really need to be too careful in that part of the game, for the most part, because you have the, you know, if you were smart and you held onto the Bloodsword, then fighting all the bosses there is gonna be a complete joke. Even if I didn't realize that that applied to all the bosses there, even the super bosses and not just the final boss. Okay. I have almost, not quite, but almost managed to explore the entirety of this place at least. Come on. I mean, I see this big gap in the middle, but I'll address things in due time. I'm pretty sure this is the more efficient way that I have doing things, just like check out the entire perimeter, get rich, and then check out the stuff in the middle, which should take significantly less time, especially if it's, you know, a huge freaking perimeter, like in this case. Hello. Says the Loonbat. Once again, I feel somewhat compelled to make some kind of Pokemon joke just to, you know, if only to illustrate the fact that it's yet another very popular video game series that I'm completely ignorant of for a certain point, which is very early on in the franchise. Which is literally the first game, but I guess now that they're dead, that opportunity has flown. Can't see me, but I just winked. That didn't really work. Without the visual. But hey, I made a stupid joke. Just spell it out. Ruin it. They drain health and stamina. Well, they did drain a good chunk of stamina if they put that in the red. Oh well. Do that quickly. Okay. I cross the river of shit here. No, I guess not. I guess you're gonna have to wonder if this is a city in ruins that's been abandoned for who knows how long. But it has this huge sewer complex. Would the sewers still contain waste? Or would it be... If, I don't know, depending... I guess assuming that it's somehow able to sustain itself independently as a mechanism somehow. I don't know how this system operates exactly, but... If it had somehow been kept in operation after all this time, would the sewers still contain waste, or would it have all been flushed out by now, depending on what it does? I can't even finish that thought without being like, well, if this is the case, because there's not enough information that I have. Skill Shrine, I'll take that in just a moment to uncover even more crap here first. God. I'm starting to think that it might not actually be the most efficient thing in the world to uncover the full map in each and every one of these floors, but I still feel, you know, I've come this far, I'm still committed to doing it. Might as well follow through on that. When you have to start describing things as might as well, that's also not a great sign, but you know. It's all about sticking to your guns and being determined and showing that you can do something. Even if it takes a bit more out of you than you were initially expecting. Okay, what's going on here? I don't know what's up with the... what it's gonna look like in the end here, but... I'm already coming out in this direction, might as well go in the other part of the perimeter here. I guess this shouldn't be that surprising, considering that, you know, this is something that's made to run under the entirety of both middle and upper crust, but it's always a weird thing. There's a Hell Shrine, some monsters. Oh, and I just leveled up. And I guess I just lost some health in spite of the fact that I just leveled up. I don't know what's up with that, but sure. Alright, I guess this would be the... No, I don't know, it seems like these big gaps in the middle, which I guess might not necessarily have anything in them. After we finished checking them out. How the fuck do I get out of here? Let's go this way. Let's go back over here. There. And walk around. That ought to be enough to be able to find out all this stuff that I'm looking for, maybe. Remember that the stuff that's filled in the map is the stuff where I can't step, and not the other way around. Okay, let's go like this. I think we're almost done at least. Gotta check a few last details here. Who the fuck is my minion? What are you doing just sitting over there staring? How is that supposed to help? Nah. I mean, how much space do I have? You know what? Sure, whatever. It's gonna be money, but who cares? We can use that money, maybe. Oh, I look, a bunch of money. Speaking of that. And resist poison. Oh, too bad that I found the stuff Well, almost after I already... Oh no, basically after I had already finished clearing out this whole area. I think there's like a tiny bit more over here, but okay, I think I'm pretty much done. Let's get the fuck out of here if I can even... How am I gonna get the fuck out of here? This way, should be a way here, okay. Let's go down to the next floor, where I hope I don't have to do this all over again, because... At this point I feel that I'm just gonna get to the end of this quest, where I finish exploring this place, and... find the plot item that I'm looking for in here, and then that'll probably be it for the stream. Let's see, let's check out the sewers level 2. I wonder how large this place is gonna turn out to be. Look at all these fucking traps. Death Drinker the Jagged. How do you drink death? Is that like, alcohol poisoning? Deliberately? Specifically with the intention of killing yourself? Oh, town portal. Yeah, I guess I do need that. I mean, I probably do need that. How many do I have? Wait, is this, is the lower floor literally just this little alcove and that's it? Okay, I can live with that. I mean, it better be something reasonable after the entirety of the first floor. Okay. Am I missing any potions in my belt? I'm not. Am I missing... Yeah, I wanted to check how many town portal scrolls do I have. I need 2 more to get topped off. I'm sure I can to those. This fire's not gonna go out. And yeah, I noticed that there's a belt. It's just a belt. Oh, it's just a belt. Hold on, let's grab a... Let's identify that. Garnet Belt of Remedy. Fire resist and poison length reduced. You know what? Sure, let's go for that one instead of what we have. And we should still have all this stuff in place here. Okay, good. Good. And what else do we have here? Anything that we actually need? I guess the only thing that I would actually want is... Well, let's grab all this stuff. Okay, we're full on this Cult of Town Portal now. Money and what's a wolf head? It's for the druid, but just sell it off for kicks since I think we're about to go back to the town anyway. Chest, well here's a regular chest. There's the shiny chest. Which has Kalim's heart and a bunch of money and a 2-handed sword, which... Oh, well we already have the hearts. There we go. Heart, which is also just a 1-slot item. Fortuitous, that is. And now we bring it back to... Oh no, never mind, we need to search for Kalim's flail in Travincal. Beware the High Council. But we have a few more things to take care of in Kurast. Like, I guess pre-Travincal Kurast. Or we do that. So this, yeah, this probably would be a good place to... I guess we're gonna explore the Upper Kurast map and probably be the last thing we do before we head back to town. And to the only exit of this place, or to this place that we have at the moment, which is this Upper Kurast. Should be yet another waypoint over here, I believe. So we'll just explore that. Zealot. Zealot and the Faithful. What's the difference, really? And we target the Faithful from here as we can, so they can't, like, jump down that little bit of distance, so... Oh well. But just sit there and take it, okay. Cantor. Hey Cantor, you are a healer. Not a resurrective healer, but a healer. We'll just take care of that. Not a stash, I guess not. How much money do I have? I guess I better just clear this out. Did the Zealot say go away? Like, just leave us alone. We're just trying to hang out here without problems. Well, I guess we would be happy to do that if not for the fact that apparently they're worshipping some boy, some dead boy that is gonna bring the apocalypse if we just sit here and do nothing, because his little bros are gonna resurrect him when he got tongue the unbleed. But now there's just a pile of gore in the ground. But yeah, how much money do I have? Almost 20,000, so yeah, I probably don't want to lose that. Cracked Unraveler head. That's, yeah, I think we came in through here first when I was first checking out the area. And I will continue to... yes, just uncover this part of the town, like I said, until I find the... not just until I found the waypoint, but just until I uncover everything. So I can have that out of the way. And ready to come back to it soon. And these boys are kind of the irregular site here. Everything else in this region, in this ruins area, kind of seem to be either monsters like biped monsters, or like the big tree monsters, or these evil cultists. But I guess there's these guys also hang around sometimes. Hello, what was that? Someone, that counter is doing some funky stuff for Topaz. Hey, I think maybe we can do the ultimate Topaz fusion now if we go back to the Horadric Cube. Well, we'll see. Well, maybe not the ultimate one, but maybe another level. I think I remember something like that being like potentially up for something we could do. Oh jeez, of course that one was trapped. Of course stepping away didn't make a big difference there. Well, what a shame. How much space do I have? I have 4 slots, that's whatever. Anything in here? No, but might as well say that we check that out. And now we get to the, I guess, the northern edge of this place. How do we get to Travincal? Maybe we'd have to go somewhere else to reach wherever Travincal is. I don't know if we're gonna... or maybe we just have to, like, literally just keep on heading in this direction. And we'll find yet another part of the town that's called Travincal. Oh, the ruins. You know what I mean. Probably. This looks like a different thing. This Travincal, is it like some kind of apex? Or is it some kind of dungeon within? We'll find out in just a second. This is... yeah, the Crust Causeway. And Temple Yards. I just will deal with some of these guys now. Yeah, Minion, maybe you should do something. Think about that. For a boss here? Yeah, Bone Main. Teleport. Doesn't seem to... well, I have some mana here. For like 2 seconds, I'll drink this mana potion. There we go. What do we have? Nothing that I want, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I guess this is the Rust Causeway, but it seems to be like another area entirely, so I might leave that for later after I secure more of the waypoints, I guess. Or at least the one waypoint that I'm expecting to find in this area. I'm pretty sure I leveled up again recently, and once again I completely forgot to assign my points. Well, I'll deal with that in a second, I think. Maybe I need to get like level... I need like 5 more levels before I get to the highest tier of... what do they call it? Of skills, I think I can unlock. Seems that way, at least. Okay. We're done. I'll try to get to the upper left corner here, or just the top north corner. Nothing there. Here. Okay, so there's more of these temple entrances, and I guess we just have to like explore these. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it next time. Explore those temples to find out where that book is that one guy wanted. This one is the Forgotten Temple. I don't know if there's some of those maps are gonna be the same or if they're all separate. Or ring, sure. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can just sell it off for a profit, like with nearly everything else that I've been picking up this last... oh, another rabbit in which to... or to which to apply that exact same description remark. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering where this waypoint is, because I am expecting to find another one here. That's a sewer entrance. Could be... well, we did come out of like both of the entrances in this area briefly. This side of the ruins. I did in fact do that. Oh, relevant, sure. The fuck? Hunter, are you using fancy schmancy offensive spells against me? How dare you? Can't even see what's going on back here, but I guess another salad died. Okay, should probably do this before anything else happens. Let's see. Let me see if I... this unlocks at level 30. These all unlock at level 30, right? The top tier of all these. Yeah. Attack plus 40, plus 30, plus 80, defense bonus 12%. Okay. I guess the only difference, yeah, never mind. I guess the only difference between these two is that this one can use all the disciplines and all the skills, and this one can only use whichever one you have equipped. You can probably just keep dumping points into this one, because it's not like she's using a whole lot of, getting a whole lot of use out of the one discipline that I do have equipped on her at the moment. So okay, should I dump more points into that, or maybe dump another point into this, or into... maybe not that, eh. Okay, it's either this, or this. I don't know. Guess I better, I mean, what difference is this gonna make? Life isn't gonna make a difference, but attack and defense, eh. I'm gonna do this. I feel like when I look at it that way, the percentages are not that different, but yeah, as far as this, let's see. I better have a little bit of extra strength, dexterity, and sure, more vitality. But probably also put a few more points into mana soon, so I can have a bit more of a reserve in casting these skills. What's in these buildings? Is there anything important? Just like just a fancy structure with no real rhyme behind it, I guess. Oh, that one was trapped, wouldn't you know it? Anything in here? Chest. Oh, some money. But I'm still wondering where the waypoint is, because I am expecting to find a waypoint. If I don't find it here, I'll literally look for the... I'll literally go into the, like, causeway and look for it there. But I guess I'll have to find out. As I will uncover this whole area first. Oh, here we go. There's more things that want to be dead over here. Well, let's see. Jesus Christ, I need to like shift my position a little bit. Shift my position a little bit. It's unusually stiff today. But I guess that's what happens when you end up sitting down for like 4 hours at a time. In pretty much the same posture. At least it's a comfy chair. Is this another temple entrance? No, it's not. It's an armor stand with a regular as a belt. Oh, here it is. Here's the freaking... the thingy. Here is the waypoint. At long last I found it. Is there another one in the causeway? Nope, traveling goal. So we're gonna have to cross the causeway and get to wherever Travincal is, I guess, before we can find the next waypoint down in the checklist. But we shall do that in time. Let's see, I do want to check this out. Oh boy, I want to, like, you know, clear out more of this area. So I can finish filling in... Oh, there's freaking gore explosions that the boss is making. But... and finishing covering all of the places that I can access. There's like 2 sewer entrances, but also 2 temple entrances. Does the quest thing have anything different? 6 temples in the Bazaar, Upper Crust, and the Causeway for the Tome. Maybe we can check out one of these temples just to get that started. Forgotten Reliquary. I get the feeling these aren't gonna be very large if you have to search 6 of them. Why not? Let's do this dungeon, and then that'll be the actual last thing that I do. Oh boy. Night Lords, evil cane sorcerers. Well, lots of pomp and circumstance for that fire spell, but it doesn't look like I took that much damage from it. And Blade Ring the Unclean, maybe that guy. He's the guy that's doing the fancy spell. Oh boy, my minion's dead. Hold on, let's resolve that at... Gotta up one of these, might as well. Where's the fucking boss there, I guess? I get the feeling that he's immune to cold. Oh, and he's cold enchanted, so... oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I should use the other trap that I have against him. Okay, I'll get the fuck out of here, because I'm actually kind of in danger. Did I manage to kill the boss? I don't think I did. Kill this fucking Night Lord, because apparently my minion is too incompetent to do that by herself. Did I kill the boss? Nope, he's still over there. Come on. Oh, he's fucking regenerating health. How dare you? Only I'm allowed to do that. Alright, throw it around. Look at the flesh hunters first. Kill the flesh hunters first. Oh, there's fucking health right there. Well, this is kind of an interesting encounter, at least. There's actually some stakes. Let's see, there's actually some stakes. 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 There There, finally he died. Mana potion, I'll pop the mana potion so I can regenerate now. My mana, and also pop a light healing potion so I can also regenerate that. And I will search for more greater healing potions so I can deal with the rest of, well, not deal with the rest of anything, but just like restock my own stock, which I just burned through. Jesus, okay. This is not gonna change, though, these guys. Maybe Flesh Hunter is what I found in the Flesh Jungle, and that's what made me think. Is this what the jungle is named after, rather than the Flesh Flayer? I don't know. Those are very similar words in my defense. Okay. Oh, hello. Spider Magus, oh boy. Are these like the spiders in Thief that can use magic? That's a bit of an unfortunate combination, but nah. I guess if they did use magic, I just didn't notice. But hey, they're all dead now. So let's go this way. Let's open the chest. There's a pit in the floor, but I guess we can't go down it. I guess this might be a bit of a reference to, yeah, specifically human sacrifice shit in like Aztec temples and whatnot, which is a thing that I've had to look into a little bit academically. And when I say that, I mostly just mean finding some references for when a book that I got hired to translate once. Well, I guess that was that thing. It wasn't in there, the thing that we were looking for, but book that I got hired to translate once had a passageway in which all that part of history is talked about, and it's like, there's a quote from, I think it was Bernal Díaz del Castillo, where he says, yeah, the temples are like stained with gore, and it was like the slaughterhouses in Castile. Oh, hello, well, we're gonna get another bit of flavor text from this guy.
You have found Khalim's heart, and it still bears the courage to face Mephisto. Place it in the Horodric cube along with Khalim's other relics. The eye, the brain, and the flail.
Well, we have 3 out of the 4 now, I guess. We're only missing one of them, so I don't remember if we're like bringing a zombie back to life or something, but with these fucking body part relics. Hello.
You have done well, my friend. Your courage and valor are an inspiration to us all. But now the time has come to face those responsible for the evil that has stifled our land. You must destroy the High Council of Zakarum. Long ago, these elders were charged with the stewardship of Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, who was imprisoned within the Guardian Tower. Through the generations, these pious men slowly fell more and more under the sway of Mephisto's malevolent power. And the Council became an evil mockery of its former glory. It is Mephisto's hatred that has corrupted Zakarum and turned its devout followers into paranoid fanatics. That is why you must travel to the temple city of Travancal and slay the Council. Once they are gone, Mephisto's hold over this land and its people will be broken.
Well, yeah, but I get the feeling that Mephisto's gonna come out anyway. Oh well. But yeah, I guess we're gathering the dude's body parts to resurrect him, but hopefully it's not just to kill him again and make ourselves feel better like in Castlevania 2, but anyway, you can have my junk that I don't need. Like this, and holy shit, that's a lot of money for this thing, but I can't use it, so guess I'm glad that I picked that up. Master Castrate, yeah, I don't need that either. Or this. Worthless to me, I think. Dexterity and fire resist, this one would actually be worth something, but and Khalim's heart, and the Untitled Potion, which I don't know why I have that in my inventory, but okay, whatever. Made a profit, so Yep, we now just have to find the Blackened Temple within Travingal, so I get the feeling that all the actual quests that we're gonna get for this act are accounted for now, basically. I think the last one will be another plot quest. Had I to guess, and I kind of do. Okay. We also have three flood to pass, which means we can, in fact, combine them into a perfect to pass, I guess. Or lightning damage, or lightning resist, or magical item stuff. Okay. Oh, there we go. Still a little wonky this. What about this Ral rune? Do we have any other Ral runes? We do not have any other Ral runes. Kinda sucks. Just leave it there. And leave this ring. And we're actually kind of in danger of running out of room, but like I said, we can like sell off some of these older rings pretty easily. If that does end up happening. Don't know if it is going to very soon though, but well, we can also like stuff shit into the Horadric cube if we run out of room. That's simply like a little bit of expanded storage there, I would say. Also gonna bank the rest of this, and now we have almost 1/3 in the bank. Yeah, kind of wondering if I get like 3 big rubies, if I can fuse them together into something even better, but I don't know if that's gonna happen at this rate. Oh well. But with that, I think that's a good place to stop for now. We got the tome that we have to search for in the temples in the bazaar and other parts of the city, and the other ones are just like, yeah, keep exploring, keep going deeper into the jungle, and you'll find more stuff to more plot-related places where you can kill evil monsters and find the final body part for this dude. And where is it supposed to be? Supposedly in Travincal. Yeah, so we have to go to Travincal for both of these, which I presume you reach by way of the causeway. So I guess that's what I would do next. I would get to Travincal, well, like explore the causeway first, then go to Travincal, and then find the waypoint there. Then go back and explore the temples in the causeway, because I guess that's something else that I would do first, actually, would go back to the bazaar and explore the temples there. I don't know where this book is gonna be, but I get the feeling that it's probably gonna turn out to be in like the last place that I look, or something like that. But yeah, that's where things shall be left of for now, I think. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take me beyond that till I get to the end of the act, but depending on what happens next, I guess this game might actually be finishable before the end of this year. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, without how much time I've used up just having this in the docket without actually making any progress, but there you go. That is where I shall leave things off for now. I will bring this back for just a moment. This music. I mean, maybe I should try that game out, only for a little bit. What's the install size for it? It's 70 megabytes. I mean, sure, why not? I'll install it. I don't know if I'll actually do anything much in it, but I get the feeling that this is one of those games where it's gonna be a lot easier to learn the soundtrack by just listening to the soundtrack rather than playing the game. Oh well. Well, there's a few things on Steam that want to update, and wouldn't you know it, Path of Exile, that thing that I barely played, is one of them. That thing that I barely played, and yet that is oddly relevant to the game that I actually am playing on the stream right now. It wants to update for another couple of 100 megabytes, so just let it do that. Maybe I should just move the install of that thing to a different drive, like the new larger drive that I have now. What else shall I do though? Probably not. I'm not really doing anything else. I guess I was just talking to myself there. What else shall I click on to update things? But as far as the stream, I know what I shall do. I shall go ahead and probably say bye-bye for now. Let me take a quick look at this thing, if I click on that. And I guess as usual I can try to do a quick read. I think I already know who it would be too. Since I guess sometimes I have an odd trend of streaming and actually getting a stream in on Mondays. You know who else streams on Mondays? It's our old friend. If I can remember the right keys to press, if I don't mess this up, Captain K. Who is currently doing Ocarina of Time again. Zelda quest. Or I guess this joke right now isn't that he's naming the main character Zelda, but Mario. But yeah. What is this track? I don't recognize it immediately. Unnecessarily, I don't really remember the thing, but I guess I'll just look since I'm on the clock here. Oh, it's Undercity from World of Warcraft. I need to remind myself also to listen to this more, I guess. That wasn't the whole track, was it? No, it wasn't. Oh, whatever. I really do need to listen to these tracks in more detail, the ones that I basically just made myself to remember by way of the very, like, 10 seconds, the first 10 seconds or something, but oh well. I mean, I'm trying to do stuff in bulk, which I probably will do a little bit of after I end of the stream, but that's a story for another day. Because it's past midnight, get it? But anyway, yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Doing a quick raid at Captain K, so y'all take it easy. I thank everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat, and I will see you hopefully sooner than a week. Bye-bye.